Hey ho, I'm playing more Space Station Silicon Valley. Bear, 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 please give me the bear, give me the bear, give me the bear, please. I need people to see the bear is real. No, why can't the bear won't show up? Hello, Claudia, welcome. Hello, everyone in chat. I swear the bear is real. One of these days it's gonna show up on stream. My cryptid bear is real 2401. I mean I didn't get my hopes up. I wasn't expecting the bear. I thought no, it can't show up on stream because if people see the bear, it's not gonna be funny anymore. Anyway, I'm so happy there's another person in chat who is familiar with this game that delights me. I'm going to go back to the Ratomatic and hope that it doesn't break this time. What I should have done, I don't know if Kapotiko, I don't think he's here right now, but Kapotiko mentions during the previous stream, I forgot how slow the King Ratto is, that he looked up a video walkthrough of how this level is supposed to function. And I was doing it correctly, it just broke. So I double checked, apparently you have to hold A like on that screen with the DMA logo and the bear will appear, and it did appear once when I wasn't recording. Okay, my rat army. It is time. Go, kill. I would kind of like what occurred last time to occur again, where a single rat valiantly goes off into the distance and takes on the entirety of the fox family all on their own. Or at least 2 out of 3 members of the fox family. Oh, my rat army is not doing so great. I just need one of you to break, thank you. Just one of you. All of my rats are dead. You know what? The king is dead. Long live the king again. Just one of you break. Thank you. That's all I need. You know, I wonder what purpose these barrels serve. Like, I was trying to figure out what to do with them before. Like, they don't seem to... I can't blow them up, can I? With, like, my Ratto droppings can. Oh, geez, no. Oh. Oh, hey, it blew up? Or it spewed soda everywhere. So I guess in my rat's last moments before drifting off to the sewer in the sky, it saw a beautiful fountain of Dr. Pepper extinguish those flames, and then nothing. Oh, you were describing the method mentioned in a video you watched on this a while back with the bear. That's right. Yeah, so you had said you seen a video that mentions the bear. So someone can confirm the juggling bear is real. Do I also transplant myself into rats? Oh, asking chat about the rat transportation, maybe. Maybe this is a hobby we should all endeavor to get into, is transporting our consciousness into rats. Some very some Ghost in the Shell type shenanigans here. You know, am I a rat in the body of a VTuber, or am I a VTuber in the body of a rat? I need one of you foxes to break it. Why is my rat army so pathetic? Whatever happened to that single brave ratto that took on the foxes all by themselves? Oh, there's a broken one. Never mind. Look, I had a one surviving ratto. Okay, everything is good. I mean, I could put out the fire, but how do I have to like teleport on top of it maybe? But on the flip side, while part of me is a little curious on how to manage to get this, I also don't really want to worry about it. Because A, I'm not presently going for 100% completion, but B, more importantly, if the Rat-O-Matic fails to function again, then getting that trophy would be a moot point. It would be a tragic waste of everyone's time, and surely we've had enough of that in this game. Oh, I actually made it first try. Okay, and now here's God's most pathetic creature. I have like no health left. So God's most pathetic creature gets its revenge. Man. Yeah, you know, I said I was just going to try once to see if the level functioned, but we need to actually get to the part that breaks first. I need to workshop this song parody. Hang on. I need a rhyme. But what could I rhyme with R? That sounds angry enough. I want to say despite all my par, but that's just me playing golf. That's not a good rhyme. Good, we're all on the same page. It's like, okay, we need to make this song parody happen. That might be a bit of a stretch, an angar. My angar. If only there was a gar I could possess in this game. Yeah, I should just... No, wait, I can't switch to one of my rat army. I was gonna say I should just become a rat. One of the more adept rats. Here we go, but I can't do it until one dies. Oh, good. Okay, are we good? No. Oh, please, my rat army. Okay, they're broken. Let me out. Let me out. Why? I don't even get the death fanfare. Oh, we didn't even cut to Daniel. Oh no, I don't want to do Stinky Suez. We've already done the Suez. At least let me reach the Ratomatic. Rancor isn't bad. But I'd still have to switch, or not switch, stretch the pronunciation. Maybe we need an alternative for VR. No, that's... See, my brain is like going in the completely the wrong direction and thinking, okay, what are other synonyms for anger? And my brain's like, ire. Vampire. No, not a vampire rat, Maury. Try again. Despite all my frustration, my rat gets no vacation. It's snowing on Mount Fuji. That's all I got. Please, I just need one of you foxes to break before I do, please. Okay. Wonderful, good. And now we leave before the rats turn on me. Rat VTuber. Oh, I did. I killed. Yeah. Are you saying now I killed them? I'm an accessory. I physically have the blood on my hands, my wheels, but I didn't see it happen. I forgot there was energy in here, man. My brain was like, you know, there's energy somewhere, and I thought it was in this room, which I would get before this mouse killed me. There we go. Anyway, I was gonna say, well, I know there's already a rat VTuber out there, and I'm like, oh, I could come up with a rhyme for their name, but it's considered poor form to mention other VTubers when you were streaming. Okay, hang on. Let's watch this rat. Make sure this one functions. The very first rat I sent into the Ratomatic just didn't work, and I didn't understand how this level was supposed to go because the mouse's pathfinding borked up, and it started trying to drive into the wall behind where it drops from that pipe. And I'm still dubious that this thing is going to function at all. I mean, it broke again where after I sent all the other mice in this room through this tube... Oh, it didn't show me this cutscene before, I don't think. Yeah, this cutscene is new. At least I don't recall me seeing it last time. I still feel like, though, it's not working properly, because when the mouse went through here, this electricity stopped for a moment. That's fine, I got through. And this was wigging out because it was constantly flipping off and on. Oh, like it's doing now. I don't know if it's supposed to do that. Oh, maybe it is. Okay, I see. It's each individual switches or feature only activates when I'm near, and then it shuts off when I'm not. Wait. What if I leave the mouse and let it go on the conveyor belt? Hang on. That's not working. Why does the mouse not go? Why are you not going on the conveyor? Okay, sure. Oh. I didn't even get to the fire. You know, I'm gonna go to another level. We made it in the Ratomatic, and now I'm gonna go to another level. And I'm gonna come back to the Ratomatic and think, why? The cartoon sound effects really make it, especially when you die, huh? From the makers of Grand Theft Auto 5, that's right, one of the most like pre-ordered games in the world. Wow, we're going to Jungle Japes. It's Donkey Kong Country time. The air intake for the engine room is blocked, and the heat's driven the animals mad. Look, I fancy a swim. Get rid of those piranha on your way to the exit. Switch the air pump back on. Knock lumps out of those nasty fish. Oh, what are those fish done to you? I'm a turtle tank? I think? Oh yeah, listen to those kookaburras. But, well, I was gonna say, maybe more akin to... No, like, what kind of... Like, I know kookaburras live in Australia. What kind of environment do they live in? When I'm trying to think of their biome, but I always hear them like in jungle soundscapes. Okay, so these just pop in. There's nothing else down here, just these weird draw distance leaves. Yeah, it's just Donkey Kong 64 basically. Oh. Listen to that sound effect. All these cartoon sound effects, stock sound effects, great. Okay, so I can cower and I can fire missile. They are used in jungle biomes because they sound like monkey noises. Has anyone actually heard a monkey noise? I guess maybe it's just one of those things that pop culture has skewed the cultural perception of, like, you know, bald eagles being represented by red-tailed hawk screeches. Because actual bald eagles, whoa, they're so angry. Actual bald eagles are very squeaky sounding. Why are these elephants so angry? No, I like elephants. I feel like when I first approached them, they had angry eyes, but now they look sad and comical. Like, this elephant's about to break and it's begging me to hold my fire. Oh, no. No, don't wash me, please. Elephant, jungle, water sprite, the grab and lob. Tough, strong, good. It's a diesel elephant. I don't think elephants would approve of being diesel powered. Oh, but they bob to the music, though. Oh, it was bobbing. Maybe it doesn't feel like it anymore. Kookaburras live just down the road. I should have known. So can you just listen out your window and hear kookaburras, Boogie? That would be cool, honestly. Oh no, sorry. I thought I could do that without consequence. Because, like, surely an elephant would not turn against another elephant. You know, I'm allowed to because I'm a false elephant. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, okay, I get it, I get it, I get it. Hose around, find out. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, please. Grab and lob, grab and lob, grab and lob, grab and lob. Sorry, my elephant is struggling a little bit. I'm trying to pick up this rock. It's having issues. There we go. Oh, hello, Louis. You're also familiar with this one, huh? I'm actually, I don't think I've mentioned, I'm actually using a patch. I did a little digging and it turns out there's a patch you can apply to your legitimate copy of this game that will in fact fix the collision on that one object. I really want to pick up this rock specifically, but let's get another one. So you can in fact complete that level. They also fix the error that occurs if you have an expansion pack installed, where this game will crash during cutscenes. Which is curious. I've never heard of an expansion pack causing an error. I want to put a rock on this. Oh no, it's hot. Oh, it's hot. I want to put a rock on this. But it's also got a paw print symbol, so maybe the rock is not the intended solution. And oh good, my rock is still here. But I'm also now discovering you can't really aim the rock. The elephant just kind of picks it up and yeah, I guess he just grabs and lobs. Yeah, I can't, even if I hold down the button, the elephant won't keep it. After a second, it'll chuck it. It does not want to hold this rock for any longer than it has to. The kookaburras are at home, as it is the weekend, and they are off work. But you have heard them recently a normal sound. That's so cool. I'm sorry, yet another part of Australian culture is misrepresented. What are you? You're pink? Are you a hyena of some sort, perhaps? Let me see if I can get up high and then spray some water down. Oh, that's my grab and lob. Whoops. Anybody like a sippy? A sippy from the fountain? Oh, hang on. My elephant's out of water. Oh, I need to refuel by sucking in water from the air. Sucking in moisture from the atmosphere. So I can recharge my elephant. Come on. I wouldn't drink from an elephant's trunk. It's definitely not sanitary, but... What? Do you hear it? Are these actually, in fact, hyenas, and that is the noise they make? That is the hyena laughter? Oh, that's wonderful. I am going about this in a very cowardly way, I realize, but this animal is not particularly ambulatory, and you can die very quickly in this game, as you've noticed, I'm sure. They are indeed hyenas. Wonderful. I just heard a dog whimper. Did they give the hyenas the dog whimper sound as a hurt effect? I think they should just laugh, but sadly. A sad clown honk. Man, okay, I'm gonna have to go down. This is taking too long. I mean, this is how I always get killed in this game. I get impatient. Maybe this would be easier to do as my turtle. Look at that deep laughter. Is their laughter hurting me from my proximity to it? Because I was starting to take damage, but they weren't touching me. I'm just taking psychic damage from their mocking tone. Hyena, you know, no, I'm not an expert. It's a long time since I've seen a photo of a hyena, but no, it's not quite there. This model, the face shape's a little off. Anyway, this hyena attacks with contagious laughter, and it can jump. pretty good. Laughter damage. I hope that's not what I'm causing right now. Sometimes when I hear myself, I feel self-conscious about I laugh, and I don't know why. I feel like that's a common human thing now. I've heard so many people say, oh, my laugh is weird. Oh, piranhas. There they are. Hey, fish. Hey, fish, you're no good. You never be nothing, fish. You're just like your father. Appeared on the... Are they actually dead down there? No, they're not dead. I need to mock them further, but hang on, I need to recharge my laughter. Kookaburras live in dry eucalypt forest, woodlands, city parks, and gardens. Laughing kookaburras live mostly on the east side of Australia, but there are other species living in New Guinea. Cool. Also, what sounds like laughter is the kookaburra arguing over territory. Interesting. I'm always a little surprised when, like, you get used to hearing sort of one particular call from a bird as being it's like it's only the only tone it's capable of making, and then you hear its other songs and you think, wait a minute, you're a completely different bird. Or is one of you gonna break? Like, they're taking damage from it? There we go. All right. Although, did the mission say I have to break all three? Let me double check. They might get the last bite. They wouldn't turn on me, right? Traction very poor, very slippery. Fusion piranha. Intelligence low. I guess there's no room for brain, only teeth. Okay, so knock lumps out of those nasty fish. So I suppose I probably have to kill all three of them. You know, I wonder if it would be better to go get my turtle tank to take these out, as the laughter is both a little slow and difficult to aim. And also, what do I do about... I mean, I can jump now. I can stand on here. Oh, I thought I had to, like, put something on the switch and keep it down. Actually, I might have to still. If I get off this switch, is it going to deactivate? No. Never mind. We're good. Okay. You've never heard laughter described as difficult to aim before. This is why you attend these streams, do you not? To hear the words of the English language combined in new and exciting and increasingly strange ways. Where is my turtle? Hello, elephant. The elephant has no beef with me. Maybe the elephant just doesn't think I'm funny. Where... Yet again, I'm going where did I park my X? Did I... I didn't leave it across here. I took it across here. Oh, it fell! Okay, I see. Now this is even slower. Oh. Tortoise tank. Forgive me, it's not a turtle, it's a tortoise tank. Hot Shots. Hot Shots Golf, that's my attack. I've never played that game. So I can't really make that joke, but I'm gonna make that joke anyway. Because it's another cartoony golf game, and, you know, you gotta respect. The laughter is bugged because it doesn't seem to hurt them much, but it hurts me quickly. That's why I was hoping it would be more effective against the piranhas after how quickly it started draining the elephant's health. Maybe the elephants are just easy to amuse. Like, have you ever met someone who, oh, no, they'll laugh at the littlest thing, or they'll try and tell you a joke, but they can't get the words out because they keep cracking up at their own joke in anticipation. So you're just standing there waiting for them to finish the joke. And, you know, if they ever get it out, it's never going to be as good as they're hyping it up to be, you know? What? What? No! Oh, heck. Great. Please leave. Nope, it's gonna laugh me to death. Come on, leave me be. If I stand here, will it just leave? How come my cowering has a cooldown? Now, the laughter I could see having a cooldown. But why do I have to wait to cower again? Do I need to air out the place before I hide again? Evo hasn't mastered the hyena's laugh. Now, you're saying that as a proper noun, right? Or like, oh, well, both words in that is a proper noun. Capital H, capital L. Hyena's laugh. Like the gamer's compulsion and the gamer's folly. If anyone was watching or had seen the Angeline era streams and what I was talking about during those. He's stuck. No, he's not. No, he's not. Oh. Master the hyena's laugh. I did it. What was that? Like from Street Fighter and the thing that led to Akuma? You know, and it's like, no, it wasn't Street Fighter. Maybe it was Mortal Kombat? No, it was Street Fighter, because I think... Mori, are you going off in like a weird soliloquy and no one's gonna know what you're talking about? Like, it was an old EGM April Fools. I did it! Hurrah, the piranha all dead. Okay, teleporter active. Where is this teleporter? Probably up where that air pump is, maybe, but there's also this tunnel. I want to see what's in the tunnel. Yeah, Shenlong, there you go. That's exactly what I was going for. Master the hyena's laugh. I like that, but whatever that phrase in Street Fighter was. Which I think was initially like a mistranslation or something of the... Was it the Shoryuken? I don't remember now. Yeah, it was a mistranslation of one of Ryu's attacks, but I forget it was Shoryuken. No, that's because that's... Well, I don't remember what Shenlong means. Maybe it is the Shoryuken, because that's like Rising Dragon Fist. Anyway, jungle doldrums. We've gone from japes, which makes sense because of the hyenas, to doldrums. Now the hyenas got depression. We're gonna go to the pharmacy to pick up our Zoloft prescription. Hey, that log ride looks fun. Oh, it's not working. Be careful when you get to that fiery pit. I can't be bothered to help you. Oh, like you've been helping me this whole time, Daniel. Turn on the log ride. Stop that parrot squawking. Okay. What is this? A hippo? Oh, no, if the racing mouse is God's most pathetic creature, this one has to be the most dangerous. Because I know hippos in real life are incredibly dangerous. Oh, boy. Yep. There it goes. It just spit on me twice, and then I stepped in its droppings and died. Yeah, I deserve that. Yeah, the hurricane kick was Tatsumaki Senpyu Kyaku. He did not find that joke funny. I didn't even get to tell the joke. I didn't even start the joke. He just saw me and went, no. Oh, a golf tour. Okay, let's take the golf tour. I'm gonna take a sip of water while we watch the golf tour. Okay. Not really much of a tour, I suppose, but... Oh, there's a thing under here. But I can't sink. I'll need to be something that sinks. I mean, the hippo looks plenty heavy, but... Hippos also swim in real life, so... It'd be weird if its counterpart, its electronic counterpart, could not swim. Do I need to jump across the logs? Because I mentioned last time, but a surprising degree of realism this game has is that you cannot jump when you're in the water. Can I push these at all? No. Oh, but I can climb up on them? Or I can climb up on that one. The hyena doesn't want to walk on this one, though. I don't know if jumping across here is the solution, though, because my jumps aren't really adequate. If I stick it in the water, I'll have to put the robot in a bin of rice. You know how much rice I would need to dry out that hippo? We'd be eating curry for months afterwards. I like a good curry, but there's a limit? Well, I can't seem to easily get across those logs. So is my only actual course of action to take out the hippo? Unless there's somewhere else I can go. I feel like this is a vine I should be able to swing on, but I don't think the hyena can do that. And also, it looks entirely two-dimensional for that. I don't think I could make the jump here. No, definitely not. What do I do here? Maybe it is just kill the hippo. How are you gonna kill the hippo? Just a dream. Doesn't look so intimidating when it's just a rhombus, does it? Yeah, I'll get this little pink rhombus, sure. Oh, come on. Oh, you better run, you better run, you better run. No, am I laughing evilly? That deep laughter? Well, thankfully the hippo has decided to sit and listen to my jokes. No, it's not. Oh. Oh. Why? I know, it's very tragic, isn't it? Okay, I'm gonna need some better material. It's either the hippo or it's back to the Ratomatic. Actually, Kapotoko, since you're here, and I can ask now, so you said you checked, you saw footage of the Ratomatic stage and how it's actually supposed to function because it just had broken for me. Like, is there something specific you're supposed to do in that contraption, especially with regards to getting past the fire? Because I don't know if, like, you nearly are supposed to try and get past it with better timing, or it's just broken. Why can I not get this hippo? Yeah, at least he listened before shutting me down, literally. I mean, that was polite of him, I suppose. He opened his door for me. And then wasted my time. Said, you know what, yeah, no, I'm not buying what you're selling. Get out of here. In a way, I am reminded ever so slightly of years ago when I was little. I remember a couple of Jehovah's Witnesses had come to our door. And, you know, my mom was telling them, you know, no thank you. And as she was doing so, one of our cats ran out into the courtyard. And this cat, this beloved cat of mine, I would call my cranky old man cat. I'm dead again. I'm dead again. He was very sweet to me. He loved me. He liked the rest of the family. Hated other people. When we took him to the vet, troublesome cats, the ones that would fight back or be ornery, would get a red tag on their cage. He would get 2 red tags. So that gives you an idea of how ornery this boy was. So he ran out into the courtyard as my mom had the door open to tell these Jehovah's Witnesses no thank you. And as the cat ran out of the courtyard, one of them was like, oh, I'll get him for you. No, I don't think you should do that. Oh, don't worry, I'm great with animals. Didn't end well, maybe. Ham ha, hello, right, fam. Can I laugh this thing to death from up above? No. Like, there's got to be something else I can do in this level. I'm trying to see, like, what else do I have available to me to use, if there's something I'm missing. Since this hippo kills me very quickly, and even getting behind him seems very difficult. I can't seem to make it across these logs. because I can't jump far enough to get from one log to another. The hyena's jump is just too pathetic. And I can't climb out of the water around here because I can't jump and there's no slope to climb onto. If I could just get onto a log or push the log, or if I could hit this switch down here. A hippo would kill someone that quickly in real life too. And they would say rude things about their jokes, I'm sure. But this game really needed platforming, yeah, especially when I think maybe 90% of the animals cannot jump. I like that we can hear like the elevator music that's on the file select screen, but it's sort of rearranged, like the melody's there but redone. Anyway, hello. If I could just easily get behind it, like that brief moment where I had it trapped, but then as my laughter was on cooldown, it turned around and all hell broke loose. Would I have momentum from jumping off the tree canopy down to the switch in the water? I was wondering, oh boy, a little bit about that. If I could sink, if I jump from a great enough height. Give me a chance, man. Jeez. I can try that, certainly. And I've come to notice, like some of the objectives in these levels can be a little obscure. So I wouldn't be surprised if it was in fact something like that. You know, it's like your intended solution is not obvious. Or even like the sewer level from the other day where I wound up almost, maybe if I jump, I wound up just pushing one of the rat corpses onto a ledge to possess it rather than like trying to go around and, I don't know, do some like backtracking and other finagling. And I don't know if pushing its corpse onto the other side so I could possess it was the intended solution, but I did it anyway. Oh, come on. Come on. It's like right there. A hippo is a tough critic. Please, hippo, what do you want? Maybe the hippo just doesn't have a sense of humor. I've met people like that. Like, usually... Oh, come on, in the process of doing my job, I've met people like that. Although, one of the most memorable occasions... Well, I don't know, you'd say memorable in terms of, like, just a person not having a sense of humor, but a joke failing to land. Did not happen to me personally, but years ago... I worked at a store that had a drive-through. Please, please. I don't know if this is right. And I was listening to a coworker of mine take someone's order over the headset. And this customer had ordered, can I get a small dark roast coffee? And like, oh, you want a small, dark, and handsome? And the customer there was just dead silence. And I felt so bad for my coworker because she had just gone like full tilt telling that joke. Like, you could hear the finger guns in her voice, and she got absolutely nothing. And the guy, when he got to the window, was just humorless. And I felt so bad for her. Okay, this switch is not working. Ugh. But then what? I thought when I did the golf tour that my course of action would be obvious. Like, okay, get across this pit and then go across that fiery room. I see, it's obvious, but to actually get across here is stymieing me. Oh, I fell off. Thought maybe I could make it to the log. I mean, I tried before and I didn't have enough momentum. But I've also noticed trying to jump at this this hyena is a little wacky. I try to get to the edge of this to maximize my height, but if I get a little too close to the edge, then I find I can't jump. I slip through and then I go nowhere. It's time to break out the Killing Joke. I've actually read that comic, believe it or not. Nope. Yeah. Oh, that's how I feel, hyena. Can hyenas actually whimper? I don't know. They remind me of both dogs and cats. Actually, a little vulpine too, like fox-like. But then foxes also remind me of dogs and cats. Did you know hyenas are a matriarchal society? The females run the show. They are the boss. That's all the hyena fun facts I have off the top of my head. But I do know hyenas are matriarchal. Maybe if I was like one of those kids who got really into The Lion King. I've known some kids who got really into The Lion King. I'm sure they might have hyena facts, but I never did. I really wish I could snipe this hippo. Can I jump across there? But then I get to the end, and again, I don't activate the jump before the hyena slides through the edge of the branches. Why is platforming this game so hard? Oh, and can I not get there anymore? Okay, what if I just replay zone? Put me back. Hyenas described as canine hardware running feline software. I think I've heard that before too. That sounds familiar. No. Man, ow, please. What if I, like, trapped it, like, around here? Could I lure it here? No? Oh, could I laugh it to death from up here? Or could I just... Oh, get up here. Can I aim my laughter in first person? Get back here, I'm hilarious. No, it is not taking damage from up here. Maybe it can't hear my jokes. Well, now what, Hippo? We're at an impasse. Until I hop down in patience. No. What if across there is where I have to go? Okay, I made it across. Can I do anything from over here? Please? No? No. Okay, so trying to get across here or up here was... I mean, essentially useless since I don't care about the orbs. I mean, even if I need 100% to completion, 100% completion to access the last level of this game, I wonder if I could hop on top of the hippo and avoid taking damage, or if I'd take collision damage from it. Anyway, what was I saying? Something hippo. That's it. That's all I got. Hippo, hippo, hippo. Okay, okay. Why does that do so much damage to me? I did get on it, and I was doing damage to it. Can I Goomba stomp this? How the devil do you do this? Now, thankfully, I'm very stubborn. Wait, can I get on this mushroom? No. False hope. False hope. I thought, oh, an avenue I've not tried yet. Something I can climb onto that will lead me to salvation. No. Lies. Slander. False hope. Get over here, you big rhombus. In my mind, it was a very cutting... a cutting taunt. You big rhombus, stop spitting up. It's this or the Ratomatic. I mean, if I just completely, utterly exhaust my options. Is there even like a walkthrough for this game? That isn't a video walkthrough, I should say. I don't like... I shouldn't say I don't like, but the prevalence of video walkthroughs in lieu of text-based walkthroughs, you know, not just for games, but like just how-tos generally. Please die. Please, 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 please break. Please. Not me, not me. I just need this hippo to... It's stepping on me. Stop. Stop. No. 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 Anyway, just because I find it's much easier to locate the information I might want if it's in text form, especially if there's like a lot of documentation to go through. Now, video walkthroughs are also useful in tandem if you need to see specifically how something is done, but I don't like it if that's the only option, you know what I mean? This game has to be old enough for text walkthroughs, but I seem to recall, like, critically it did well, but commercially it didn't sell very well. It's not very well known. Oh, please. Nah, the weight of the situation is getting to Morina. You found one? Okay, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Bah. There is a guide. You know, let's... We're gonna be haunted by this elevator music for a second. Because I want to see what the intent is for this level specifically. Oh, so there is a guide on GameFAQs. It seems like there's one. There's a single text walkthrough for this game. Oh yeah, now I remember what I was saying about not getting 100% completion. Is that even though, because I think there's like a level you would get with 100% completion, but normally you can't access it anyway, even if you get anything else, because of the one collectible that was accidentally left with no collision. And you work around that by using a cheat code. So I can just use that if need be. Oh, I'm looking at the Ratomatic guide and looking at it. Oh, it's one of those guides that is more written in like a friendly, colloquial way instead of a clear step-by-step way. But it's not a bad guide. It's very friendly written. But, yeah, it seems like I was doing the Ratomatic correctly, maybe, but also it doesn't really mention like what to do when you're in the Ratomatic. It just says, get to the end and kill the rat at the end of the Ratomatic. Okay, but how do I make it to the end of the Ratomatic? How do I make the Ratomatic accept me? Anyway, wait, where is... Okay. Okay, so this is what this guide says for Jungle Doldrums. You start out with the hyena. Drop down and laugh like a maniac until the hippo gives up and dies. Some have trouble with this, but I can't see why. All you have to do is laugh while jumping to avoid his spit until he starts to giggle. When he does, he won't attack and will remain stationary. Oh, so that wasn't like the hippo, like it's programming breaking. It's like it actually stops. I thought like it broke momentarily. Huh, interesting. I suppose now after Ratomatic in particular, I don't know what is jank and what is intended. So that deep laughter is the hippo. God, this does like no damage. And now my laughter's on cooldown. That's the problem. My laughter's on cooldown and then it kills me. Like what happened before. I laugh, and then it stops. I thought the deep laughter was the hyena, and like the deep laughter was coming out as my laugh meter was running dry. Like it's on its last legs. Like some have trouble killing this hippo, but I don't see it. Thanks. I love it. I love it when video game guides are condescending. I love it. That's great. Why would you write something and then condescend to the people you made it for? I don't get it. Okay, so I need to laugh enough so that my laughter doesn't. Okay, so you got to time it right. So I need to laugh enough that it stops for a moment. But I need to not laugh so much that my laughter fails to recharge enough so that I cannot re-stun lock the hippo. Otherwise, the hippo immediately gets right back up, realizes the joke isn't funny, and kills me. Yeah, I might have to run away to recharge. But it's also like, look before I can stall it. It's done this much damage to me because its spit is so powerful. Some people have trouble killing the hippo, and I don't see why do you suppose that is? Video game walkthrough creator? Oh my god, why? Well, at least now I know. No, this is the intended solution. Hyena face first in the water. Me too. It takes like a second of laughing before it starts hitting. It takes a second to process the joke. Or maybe the hippo is doing the thing where someone has said something to you and you didn't really catch what they were saying because it was just too loud or they didn't enunciate clearly. But you don't want to seem rude. And evidently they've told a joke and they're laughing about it. So you go, ha 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 ha. You know, you want to encourage them. But you're like, I have no idea what they just said. I am following social cues. What you have just said is funny. This is me responding positively to the funny thing you just said. I did it. The hippo can snipe. Finally. Alright, I am free. We've done it. We've conquered the hippo. We've won comedy, everybody. Snort attack. Oh, so that's what it is. It was just a snort of derisive laughter. Oh, I thought it said cool engine for a second. Oh, this hippo is a cool engine. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna repossess the hyena and juice myself. The deadliest animal alive, no longer. There we go. Oh man, this hippo's schmovin'. Latest hippo model got that cool engine. Oh, the hippo sinks? I got the log ride working, hooray. Oh, this is the log ride, I see. So I get the incredible power of this unimpressed hippo who does not understand comedy. And now I get it taken away from me. Good night, sweet prince. And now I spend the next several minutes fighting with the jumping physics in this game. No, that was a joke. That was a joke. That was a joke, please. Oh. This is not an easy creature to control. Oh, heck. Frogger life. I think Frogger would be better. You know, if... Or rather, this would be better if, like, Frogger, the logs could just run me over. Just put me out of my misery now. Heck. Stop the ride I want to... Actually, start the ride I want to get on. And then stop the ride I want to get off at the opposite side of where I initially got on the ride from. So, like, I do stop the ride I want to get off, but not right away, you know? Okay, okay. It rejected me. It bounced. It bounced me back. Did you wipe your paws before hopping on the log? Nope. You get off of there, little missy. You clean up. And then try again. Denied. Denied. Access denied. Do you have a license for that log, young lady? Marina? That almost seems like a rare joke. Let you control a really powerful creature and then give you nothing to use its attacks on. I feel like this game does that, like, more than one. Like, even the polar bear tank. Like, you don't fight anything with it, really. Oh, there's elephants again. Good. Oh no, I'm gonna die to an elephant. Oh, now they can grab and lob. Maybe I can laugh from up here. Hey, you want to hear a joke? What kind of overalls does Mario wear? Denim, denim, denim. Yeah, that's not good. A coworker of mine tried telling that joke today, and they donked up the timing. And all my other coworkers were looking at him like, what? What do you mean? Are my jokes having no effect? It's not an original joke. I didn't come up with that. Someone else did. And then my coworker told it poorly. That laughter, so is that the elephant laughing? Another reason why I didn't realize it was the hippo laughing. Because, you know, I heard that deep laughter sound before. I thought it was coming from the hyena. You like that far more than you should. I should have taken credit for that joke then. I can't do that, though. Well, these elephants seem to be scared of the hyena, which is pretty lucky for me, honestly. They really hate my jokes. You want to know some embarrassing Mori lore? This is for you. This is free. When I was really little, I rented. It was at like a Muppets VHS, and I forget exactly like what it was called, but if it wasn't about Fozzie Bear, it heavily featured Fozzie Bear telling his terrible jokes. And I was very small, like younger than 5, because I don't clearly remember my brother in this scenario, so he either would have been an infant or not born yet. I think just before he was born. And I was so inspired by Fozzie Bear and his jokes that I went around trying to tell my parents jokes too, and like they weren't, I'm sure they weren't actually funny, you know, whatever like a small child younger than 5 thought counted as a joke. But I did it. And maybe that explains some things now. Why today I'm here streaming for you, telling jokes, and I say that in a heavy layer of air quotes. Will this elephant just freaking die already? Will this elephant give up? Please find my jokes funny. Thank you. Okay, and now I assume I have to grab and lob. So I can climb, maybe? Either that or I need to use the elephant corpse. I should stop calling them corpses. I won't. I need to use it as a platform. I hope not. Because that would just be awkward. And even trying to stack these rocks is awkward because I can't hold them. Like before, the grab and lob, you can't merely grab and or lob. It is called grab in lob, and because you have to do both. Wait, no, okay, never mind. I lied. You can grab without having the lob. You just have to press the button and then not do anything. Oh, hang, sorry, okay. You just press the button to grab. I was holding it, but that makes you lob. Really? I just dropped it on my head. I wish that had killed me. I mean, I don't genuinely, of course, but imagine how funny it would have been if I had been on my last little sliver of health after desperately trying to tell an elephant what is evidently a painfully unfunny joke, only to kill myself with a rock to the head. Where did it go? Okay. Oh, excuse me. What am I doing here? Let me get this hyena again before I die. Your dad would tell you about taking your cousin to the theater to watch the Muppet movie, and how she would laugh hysterically at everything, making everyone else in the theater laugh too. Like hopefully in a good way. I did it. Okay, elephant corpse is the answer, although I just made it back up, but I should collect this. And now I'm gonna struggle to get back up there. That was a fluke, obviously. I didn't realize how good I had it. Oh yeah, see the elephant corpse is gone now. Good enough. Okay. I guess you were supposed to use a rock, but the elephant works just fine. I remember seeing one of the more recent Muppet movies. Is it just the Muppet? No, I can't think of what it's called. Just the Muppet movie in theaters. The one with what's his name? The other little Muppet. Oh, what was his name? Like Walter for the movie. Anyway, that one. And I remember at the end of the movie, the song Rainbow Connection playing. I like that song. It's a fun song to sing along to. And I thought I want to sing along to it at the theater, but my dad was sitting next to me staring stony-faced. I thought, no, it'd be weird if I did. And then I had like a friend say like, oh yeah, I saw that movie in theaters and everyone was singing Rainbow Connection at the end. I go, what? What do you mean? How come I got like the dead theater where people hate fun? Yeah, the Muppet movie with Heck. The Muppet movie where they go to hell. Like me, right now. The Muppets go to hell. And it's here. Muppet Armageddon. Meh. Oh, I have to kill the hippo again. I have to go across the log right again. I have to... I have to break the elephants again. You know, and in other levels, I'm more genial about having to redo objectives because usually it's much quicker the second time around when I'm no longer floundering trying to figure out, okay, what do I have to do to complete this level now that I understand what is expected of me. However, even knowing the steps here, it's still kind of tedious because of how long everything takes. I did it though. Okay, it is easy the second time. Now I know how to destroy the hippo effectively. They're going to Muppet hell for the Muppet sins. For the crimes of Muppet lust and Muppet envy. And now my brain is like, which Muppet represents each of the 7 deadly sins? And I thought, Maury, this is a weird train of thought. The other part of me is like, no, continue, go on. Which Muppet represents wrath? Do you think? Would Animal be too obvious? Because I would really like Animal, like smashes stuff, but I don't know if I describe Animal as angry. Now Oscar the Grouch, again, like I would describe him as angry, as mean. The Muppets go to hell. Thank you for clipping that. Miss Piggy, well, see, Miss Piggy, though, pride, I think, might be more obvious. It's hard to say. Maybe she's every single one of them, and I say that with the greatest of respect, the most admiration, for Miss Piggy to embody every single one of the 7 deadly sins. Except maybe sloth. She could have like a spa day, like a me day. Animal is lust. Now we're talking. That feels correct. Animal represents lust. The lust to play the drums. The lust to smash. But not in the way people usually assume when they think of lust and smashing. Aha. Good morning, Belle. Which Muppet do you think represents the sin of envy? Gosh darn it. Did I just get injured on the side of that log? Like, am I crazy? Did the husky just flash? Or husky, I keep calling it a husky, the hyena. The husky. Did it take damage when I bonked my head on the side of this log? Oh, get on there. Kermit is envy solely because he's green and it's not easy being green. So is he envious of all of his non-green friends and family? Green and envy. I don't have to break the elephant, do I? I can just leave. Everything is good. Okay. Why do we even have this room? I realize that most people are likely not like me, where they start thinking too hard about world building in tandem with game design, where, you know, like, it's not strictly necessary, of course, for every obstacle in a level of video game to have, you know, a strict reason for being there. Sometimes, you know, there's just platforms and stuff because it's part of good level design. But I look at a room like that and I'm like, what purpose are these structures designed for? No. No. He's immune to my jokes. You can't cower forever. I know you're cowering as a cooldown timer. Oh, interesting. The rain is temporary. Turtle enrichment. I will push you in the lava, so help me. I mean, I don't know if I should do that because it might render the level unwinnable. Did that hurt me? Yes, it did. Don't step on the tortoise tank. It's bad for my little feetsies, my paws. Can I like goad the elephant into taking down the turtle tank? Also, the elephant, its eyes, like, one is slightly bigger than the other, and it reminds me of Bubs from Homestar Runner. Yeah, you know what, you're right. It's okay that this jungle isn't strictly accurate because it is on a space station. I mean, I don't really think of elephants as jungle creatures either. And yet, here we are. Is this the Courage the Cowardly Dog shapeshifter? Oh, this is Courage's cousin. Helen the Hysterical Hyena. Yeah, she's a little hysterical because she's lived so many lifetimes, where she's died cruelly to the whims of a humorless hippo. It's quite tragic. Okay, I am this thing now, and I can make it rain. Now I'm not sure exactly what making it rain is doing for me right now. So there's this lava. There's this pit of lava. What do I do with the pit of lava? I can cower at the pit of lava. Oh, interesting. I could go like 90 degrees straight up full power. I better not. I'm gonna injure myself. Let me double check my objectives here. So I turned on the log ride. Stop that parrot squawking. Okay, is there perhaps a parrot somewhere that I am not seeing? I did hear another bird call, separate from this kookaburra. Oh, I can aim in first person. Interesting. Okay. Perhaps I can see this parrot somewhere and I have to snipe it. Wait. How? Where's the first person view? How did I make it appear? Okay, I was pressing that button before. Oh, okay, I had the camera zoomed out too far, I guess. Or, it's not working now. Why? Okay, I can't do it there. I can do it here. So I can only aim in first person in certain spots? Like, I'm holding the button to keep first person aiming up. I'm holding the button, and then it goes away if I step too far. It's interesting. Alright, so I have this. But what do I do with it? And what does this water do for me? Is it... Hang on. What if I take this elephant? And what if I then just plunked it here? And I'm gonna hope that it holds the switch down. Would the rain constantly fall down and eventually fill... No. Just kidding. This pit of lava. Alright, never mind. Oh no, but I can't push it down. Okay, but what does this do for me? Like, obviously this switch must have a purpose. What do I do with it? Is there anything I can see? Is there anything that's affecting? And since I do have my usual, like, you know, no backseating request, I will say to chat too. If you see where I need to go, you go ahead and tell me, because this game has proven itself quite obtuse. A posture check, thank you. Ugh, I'm indeed slouching, but I am hydrating. Is this not hydration right here? I wish this tortoise tank was not so dreadfully slow. Oh, whoa, okay. I can't go into first person in this room. I was like, I'm gonna look around. But I can't. And I don't think I can backtrack as this tortoise tank, because those wall crushers, those wall pushers, the things that I was questioning the existence of, from like a logical design standpoint, I can't imagine why someone would build a structure like this in universe, but out of universe, from a game design perspective, it works as an obstacle to moving the tortoise tank back to this area. Ugh, big yawn. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing that I'm not yet using a model that has enhanced face tracking. So you can see my big yawns when they happen. Maybe that would be a charm point. I don't know. But eventually that will be a thing. Okay, what else can I do? This water's pushing me backwards. Really? I don't know, Belle, I know you mentioned before about, like, you were thinking of doing the facial rigging early before anything else, because you mentioned wanting to see what me doing voice acting looks like with full facial tracking, because I do make faces. Boy howdy, I make a lot of faces. Honestly, like, the way it's been looking, and I can draw on top to demonstrate, I kind of like this sort of chunky, almost like lower detail look. Really, that's so exciting, because when that's done, I really want to revisit Deltarune, chapters 1 and 2. Okay, hang on, before I get too distracted. Now, this isn't something I've done in this game, except for the one level with the family of bunny rabbits that I cruelly slaughtered because I wanted to see what would happen. I'm sorry, it's the gamer's compulsion. But I'm going to do another save state, only because getting to this point in the level was really irritating. And I don't want to have to do all that again to get back to this point, because it's still not really clear where I'm going. And I want to try messing around now in ways that are eminently suicidal. And a save state would save me a lot of grief. No, I just want to make sure this is just my stats, right? Okay, yeah, it's not like the Ratomatic machine. It's like, actually, this isn't a stat screen. This is showing how the Ratomatic works. We're going to show you how this water dispenser works. No. What does it do? What is its purpose? I'm so stymied by it. Like, what is it watering in this specific area, no less? And where is this parrot? Anywho, yeah, I want to revisit Deltarune chapters 1 and 2, which I did stream some years ago. This is gonna push me in the lava, but that's okay. I love how fast you die. You don't even sink slowly like Terminator 2. It's just gone. Oh, Daniel likes elephants. I like elephants too. Let me reload that. Anyway, so I'm gonna revisit Deltarune chapter 1 and 2. Because I really want to stream 3 and 4. But because it's been so long since I've not only streamed but just played, experienced 1 and 2, that I'm going to do that as a way to test out sort of the face tracking. And you can see the faces I make while I'm doing voices. And B, to refresh not only my memory before streaming 3 and 4, but also because I have, you know, a bigger audience than when I initially streamed those. That way people aren't totally lost that I'm jumping midway through a game. So yeah. My queen voice is canon to you, really? Man, I don't even remember like exactly how I set that up before, like precisely the filters I'd use. And I don't know if I would do that kind of voice acting trickery again. I might. We'll see. But I also sort of want to make it like a much just chiller playthrough, I guess. I mean, I'm still going to fight all the bonus bosses and stuff, obviously, but I'm not going to try and find every little tiny bit of bonus dialogue that I can think of. And when I stream 3 and 4, I won't use the VTuber model for those, because I typically don't use it when I don't VTube when I'm doing dialogue-heavy games, because I worry, well, not dialogue-heavy, story-focused, because I fear it might be too distracting. I don't know. Do people find that, like, if you watch other VTubers, I don't know if other people here do, if you find it distracting, like if it kind of takes away from the game sometimes, especially if like the character themselves really sticks out against the game itself, or you just don't notice. The attacks also affect the water thingy. Could I activate it remotely from somewhere then? I mean, I just kind of went back here to see, can I do anything back here as this tortoise tank, but it doesn't look like it. Let's reload the state again. And where the heck am I going? I mean, I guess if we get really baffled, I do still have that the walkthrough pulled up. The one that's like, just kill the hippo. Most people have problems with this, but I can't see why. Meanwhile, as a hippo spits on me and does 1/3 of my health bar. Come on, come on. What does this do for me, I wonder? Could I, like, activate it and then run off somewhere else? But it seems like the water is only localized to this specific area, not anywhere else. I really wish I could look up in first person, but I can't. I can only look straight, straight ahead of me. Just kill the thing. You kill the thing by killing it, obviously. Hippos die when they are killed by maniacal laughter and bad jokes. I'm reading this like, but elephant trunk in the shape of a thumbs up as you sink into the water. I can envision it and it's beautiful. Thank you. Depends on the person and model. You watch lots of VTubers, but you don't think any of them do different voices for characters. They just do their own. Interesting. And he's a professional and he keeps his camera on and it's not distracting. I knew he was a professional. I didn't know, because I've never actually watched him stream. I didn't know he did it with the camera on. I remember thinking, now this is a secret. Well, it's not really a secret because I'm saying it during stream. You know, I'm gonna pull up the guide for this while I'm soliloquizing. I've done some voice work in a studio setting before, and maybe you stop noticing it after a bit, but initially, like the room I was in, there's a glass between you and the audio engineer and director, so they can see you. And at first, you're very aware of all the faces you're making. But I guess after a while, you kind of stop thinking about it. At least I hope so. You kind of have to. My biggest problem really is not like me being self-conscious about faces. It's the fact that I'm a hand talker. I gesture a lot. I move around a lot when I talk. And if like my hands brush up against like a bit of fabric or anything, or like even if my sleeves are swooshing around too much, like the microphone will pick that up and that can affect the take. Invisible platforms? You're right, the rocks are vanishing. But I thought, like, that was just them exploding in the air. And I didn't question it. So, like, the water isn't, like, showing... Yeah? Yeah? Oh, you mean rain hitting the ground. I read train. I'm like, don't tell me there's a train I'm overlooking. Okay, wait. Sorry, that's the grab and lob. Okay, you know what? I don't trust these. I need to be like a less slow creature. This isn't that much better. Yeah, the rain is hitting something. I think. What? Really? Really? Okay. What? Wait, what do you mean? There's invisible platforms. Who would have thought a tortoise would be so slow, but critically not as slow as an elephant? Metroid Prime rips off all of this game, so I should have streamed this before Metroid Prime. Hang on, I need to delete my VODs of Metroid Prime so I can finish this and then stream Metroid Prime again. I have to do it properly. So we can appreciate. Okay. Oh, I can kind of see it. What the heck? Really? Oh, is this the parrot? It looks like Jevil. Chaos, chaos. I can do anything. Whoa, chaos, chaos. Hang on, I take that back. Sorry, sorry. Since I played Metroid Prime first, I have no justification for not knowing. Can somebody like queue up the actually no, hang on a second. Hang on. Can I need this. Let me have this. Let me have this. He did not take kindly to the comparison. Come on, I think that's better than, like, I compared myself to Fozzie Bear earlier, all right? Like, Jevil is a step up from that. Hang on. Let me have this. Let me have this. Let me have this. Let me have this. There we go. Thank you. Thank you. Let me have this. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Bird, where the heck? Maybe I should fight this as the tortoise. Can you hang on a second, please? Thank you. Speaking of Metroid Prime. Thank God I have that save state. And you know, I don't like using save states. You know, not only because I like having the struggle emulated, the struggle of having to play this on console, but also or I was thinking, well, how come I still hear the music? Because I didn't turn it down in this timeline. But anyway, also because I feel like it's just not as entertaining if I'm reloading saves constantly. You know, there's no drama is the thing. And if you're like playing by yourself, whatever, because that's doesn't matter. But if I'm streaming for an audience, I need the drama. It's not exciting if you're not on the edge of your seat thinking, is she going to die to this parrot again? Is she going to break the Ratomatic? So I try not to use them because it ruins the drama. I almost typed in the drama revolving because I accidentally closed the tab when I was getting the losing horn. Anyway, sorry, let me have this again in this timeline. Thank you. This is how I cope? Okay, thank you. Bird. Bird! Yeah, that's right. Da 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 da. Da na 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 da. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Where did this parrot go? But I cannot find the bird. Did it get stuck somewhere inside geometry? I found it, never mind. And now I've killed the bird. And now I am the bird. And I can beat the stage. Oh, finally, thank God. I'm getting out of here. I will not be in hell. I will not be in here. I will not be in hell. I will get out of here. I will not be in hell. I will get out of here. I am a parrot. Okay, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I needed to get that out of my system. All right, we can turn the music back up. Everything's good. My marbles have been found. No, you can I don't think that's explaining the joke. To ask what the music, that's not explaining the joke. The music is the world revolving. It is a boss theme from chapter 1 of Deltarune. It's the super boss theme. Because the palette of the super boss is very similar to the palette of this parrot. It's more of like a kind of a blue instead of a purple, but it's very similar to this parrot. Oh god, I'm so scared this parrot's gonna run out of flight juice. That parrot looks like it has a hood. Actually, it does. It does. The pity clap from Dan. I don't want your pity, Daniel. Hang on, I was too busy singing about being in hell to actually read the parrot's stats. I just want to see it. The drama revolving when Jevil makes a call-out post. Okay, I can flight. I was gonna say I can fight. No, I can flight, and I can dive bomb. It's got a bio engine. I don't know what that means. Is this just like a regular parrot? Like it's an organic parrot. It's not a special parrot. It's just a bird. Where's actually the teleporter? Because I've done my things, so the teleporter's on. Maybe I just have to fly up from where I was. I was thinking I have to go back to the hippo zone, but no. Anyway, aside from the parrot here reminding me of Jevil, and subsequently the world revolving, as you can hear, it's maybe a good song for losing your mind to. Songs to lose your mind to. Which is genuinely genuinely a playlist I've considered in the past. Video game songs to lose your mind to, specifically. I'm trying to think of some of my other thoughts for it off the top of my head. Where the heck am I going? Oh, here it is. Here it is. I wish I could move the camera up or like look in first person to see where I'm going, but no. Another one I can think of is what is it? That song, the one from Deadly Premonition. Joe, you know what that song from Deadly Premonition is called. Did you clip that? Thank you. Oh, good. So somebody has clipped my parrot-induced breakdown. Thank you. Yes, the whistle theme, the very same. The Swamp of Eternal Stench. Yo, man, like, King Rat's Hole, like, that's old news. That's yesterday's news. Now we're going to the Swamp of Eternal Stench. Which is where King Rat originates from. Whew. So this is where the sewers lead. And here you are, slap bang in the middle of it. Ha ha! Wipe your feet before you even think about crawling back in here. What? Why are you so hostile? Get out of the poo and into a hyena. Yeah, yet again, did Rare make this? No, but yet again, very British. Find something to climb those vines. Find and free the magic rope. Is this a euphemism for something? Is this like the latest street drug? Magic rope. Doesn't this game have enough stank right as we hear that awful fart noise? Yeah. Oh, great. We just have to listen to that here now, huh? Will my tortoise tank just sink in the mire and, like, break immediately? Yes, 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 yes. Yes, yes. The tortoise is in. I think it has a proper name, not just the whistle song. I want to say it has, like, the word day in the title. But that song, to me, also sounds like a song you hear when you're losing your mind. When you're... And when I think losing my mind in a video game, you may have noticed I don't get the gamer rage. I like... What's my hotkey for it? There we go. I get like this. Maybe not even quite this angry. Not like this angry. It's just like the lidded eyes and like rolling my eyes. So like imagine me looking smug but frowning about it. That's how I feel when a game annoys me. And when a game annoys me, I just think about lying on my back in the water, in the ocean, drifting out to sea as I lose my mind. Hang on. I'm trying to shoot bombs to break these, and I can't. And it has just occurred to me I'm not the same tortoise tank as I was before. I have shades. I'm an actual. Am I a racing tortoise? Oh, I can zoom. Okay. Do I just need to like get to the other side before I break? It's called Life is Beautiful. It sure is. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. It's just the way that song builds, and then you kind of get like a little kazoo in there. That's what makes me think of like lying on my back and drifting out to sea. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's signs I follow. I don't just race across until I break, which makes more sense and is more intuitive than there's invisible platforms. But now there's just beware. What does this mean? Does this mean Bubsy's gonna pop out? I love how fast you break. Just like real life. Find faces I want some toggles for. I know... You know what? Let's ask chat for when I have my improved VTuber model with better tracking. It will have like better tracking like my Octomori, so I can express myself, and you can see the weird faces I pull when I play games and do voices. But like for toggles and whatnot, or anything folks in chat want to see. I mean, obviously we need smug anime girl, but aside from that. Have I played Frogger for the PS1/PC? There's a lot of moments that would make me do that. Like imagine lying on my back, looking really annoyed, drifting out to sea with my arms folded. Dang, Belle, you're a machine. Whoa, whoa, I'm sinking. I'm sinking. Smug Mori is a must. Oh, the squint? Oh, that's a good one. I should have known. Okay, well, maybe I just pick a direction. And I pick a direction and go. Oh, there's energy. So what I've observed, and I feel like you just basically have to die a few times in this level to figure out, which is okay. I don't mind a game doing like, okay, you're gonna have to do trial and error a few times to figure out what to do. You have to die a few times first, as long as death isn't punishing. And now if this was like at the very end of the stage, and like, okay, you've done a million other things that have taken you several minutes to do. Now go through this swampy mire and hope you don't die. But anyway, I've noticed that not every spot drains your health at the same rate. So, oh, I'm stuck. So I feel like if I can find higher ground, because there was energy I saw, I can get to there before I die. You have to do this exact thing in Metal Gear 2, and it's annoying there too. Am I misremembering? Now, was Metal Gear 2 the one that Kojima didn't have anything to do with? Am I getting my Metal Gears mixed up? I would also... Oh yeah, crying. Crying one would be a really good one. Big goopy tears. Okay, Snake's Revenge, thank you. I'm like, it's one of them, but I can't remember which one. What direction? I guess left worked for a bit and was kind of where the energy was until I sank. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. I like that there's this sort of dramatic crash as I go into the mire. Okay, the trees are okay. Okay. This is progress, so there's... I can kind of hang out near the trees. Oh. Oh, this is where I started. It's like, dry land salvation. No, we've just gone in a circle. Great. The bubble did lift me up a little bit, so I might need to go where the bubbles are. Oh, he learned Snake's Revenge was being made, which inspired him to make a sequel himself. Okay. I do really want to stream the original Metal Gear, like the PlayStation 1. I need to learn to make my peace with stealth. Can I really wish I could, like, turn the camera. I can't even go into first-person mode as this tortoise so I can see where I'm going. If I could just see. Ugh. Let me up, let me up. Maybe over here? This looks promising, maybe. Maybe? Oh, the skin of my teeth. Don't you dare. No. No, 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 no. I refuse. Anyway, I'm out of here now. I'm out of the mire until a hyena laughs me to death. So it looks like all I can do is this tortoise is zoom and cower and look really cool. You barely have to stealth if you do it on easy. I would find it unfulfilling playing on easy, though. Like, to me, a game's... Oh, hello. What are you? Do you injure me? No? Okay. To me, a game's ideal difficulty is, like, my default is whatever, like, the developer recommended difficulty is. That's what I default to in a game. I can't run these over. But if there isn't that, then, like, some games only have easy or hard, then I just go with whatever feels the most satisfying. Can I do anything with this vine? Because I find if a game is too easy, like, and that includes, like over-leveling in an RPG or, like, unlocking Supersonic or something. If I don't feel challenged, I get bored. Like, I don't mean like that as, like, a flex. I just mean this is how my personality is. And this isn't just for games, it's anything. If I don't feel like I can sink my teeth in it, so to speak, if I'm not being challenged, whether mentally, physically, intellectually, in some way, then I get bored and restless. I can't do it. So I need that sweet spot. And I feel like if I were to play Metal Gear on easy, like, okay, maybe the stealth sections I could just run past everything thoughtlessly, which, well, I'm going to do that anyway. Oh, I'm stuck in the mire, good. But the combat, oh, great. Rip. Okay, so, where do I go? So I can get across to somewhere. That's good. There's progress. But then what do I do there? There's the magic vine, but I couldn't seem to do anything with it. And then the hyenas, which would normally be... Oh, that's good. There's another animal I can possess. But this racing tortoise does not possess an attack. So there's nothing I can do to stop the hyena's reign of terror. Get up there, get up. Well, I got up there. But at what cost? That little noise at the end. Just like the clown honk from Mario Sunshine. I don't know, how about while I am repeatedly sinking into the mire, just like real life, what about folks in chat? Now, what is your, like, go-to for game difficulty? Like what feels satisfying to you? Do you, like, some people really like being challenged, and even if they've never played a game before, they'll play it on like the hardest difficulty. And for me, if I've never played a game before, I default to normal, and I might turn the difficulty up if I find it gets too easy. Like Claire Obscure, I've turned the difficulty up to expert. Because I've played enough and I'm like, okay, I have a feel for what like the game is asking me in battles. And most importantly, usually I don't like playing like RPGs and other games on hard if the only difference is that you do less damage and or the enemies have more health, because that just makes it a slog for me. But if, like, I still do the same amount of damage, and the enemies have the same amount of health, but now they do more damage, so I have to dodge better and play more strategically, and that's interesting. What the heck am I doing here? Depends on the game. Yeah, that's also true. I guess it can be hard to quantify. Like, I guess my go-to is whatever, like, the developer default is. What are these things? Can I... Do they grow? I can knock them down, but then they grow back up. They get knocked down, but they get up again. I'm never gonna keep them down. Let me double check my objectives here. So I have to get into a hyena. But how do I get into a hyena if the creature I'm in cannot attack? That's the tricky thing. Can I slide into a hyena? Well, do it. I just realized I could do this. I thought I'd lock into place. Because when you do this as the tortoise tank, you'd lock into place. But if this I guess if I'm fast enough that I have to let my shell charge, so I can't cower infinitely. Always set it to hardest unless it's Fire Emblem, where it changes the genre of the game. Yeah, like Fire Emblem, especially if you're trying to plan like even a hard mode on Fire Emblem can get annoying because it'll have reinforcements that will appear and then move on the same turn, which is, you kind of just have to trial and error your way through that, because until you learn where those enemy spawns are, you can't anticipate them. And it's likely that if an enemy spawns out of nowhere behind you, it's going to run into one of your squishier units and immediately kill them. Okay, I can hurt them. All right, I can just, like, curling into them. You most often play a normal unless something you know will be too easy before you start. That only happened once, so I know I gotta ask what game. If you're okay with sharing, of course. If you know something is going to prevent you from beating a game, or it's going to take more than a couple attempts, we'll usually swap difficulties or add a mod. You know yourself and you don't want to risk something making you not finish it. I think that's a really healthy mindset to have. And I think is another key component when it comes to games and difficulty. This is a subject I like to think about a lot, is game design and difficulty in games, and how do you design a satisfyingly difficult challenge in a game. I don't know if these hyenas are adding to the experience or not, but they're something. Hang on. Let me finish this thought after I've stopped the hyenas so I don't get interrupted by mocking laughter all the time. Please. I just need one of you to give up. I need one of you to realize that your jokes aren't funny, and to throw in the towel, to know when to throw in the towel, and to listen to your parents and go be a lawyer or something. That's what my parents told me. Maury, you should be a lawyer. You're really stubborn and you love to argue. Go be a lawyer. I don't think they meant it in a nice way. But they did mean like, oh, you should be a lawyer, you would be good at it. My problem is no one takes me seriously, but I am stubborn. That's because I never accepted it if an adult said, do this, because I said so. I need a rationale. Anyway, so what I was saying about game difficulty and learning to recognize when something isn't fun for you. That I've seen that. I've seen other people sort of fall victim to the gamer's compulsion, the gamer's folly, that I'm going to keep beating my head against a wall to defeat this obstacle on this difficulty past the point where it stopped being fun for you. And now maybe your rationale why you play games is different. Oh good, there's like a volcano erupting. But for me, my primary reason I play games is to have fun. I mean, I like the challenge. I like scratching my brain, especially when it comes to puzzle games. I enjoy a good story, but like ultimately I want to have fun, right? And it's a skill you have to develop to know, like, be able to step back and say, I am not enjoying this. And I'm going to make use of, like, accessibility features, or I'm going to turn down the difficulty or whatever, or turn up the difficulty, add mods, whatever, to make an experience fun for you. And I guess that's like when I see people complaining about, like, the inclusion of accessibility features and whatnot. Oh god, there's more bears, great. Like, I feel like that's not usually included in the equation. Like, people get talking about, like, are you playing the game, air quotes, correctly? You know, are you meeting the game where it's at? And I get, like, okay, playing on, like, the developer intended difficulty, but I don't think you can play a game, like, correctly, right? It's different, of course, if you're dealing with multiplayer games. You know, you don't want to give yourself an unfair advantage, but, like, single player, do what makes it fun for you. Anyway, how horribly are these bears gonna kill me? I want to read chat, but... Oh, you're a gorilla. I shouldn't have assumed bear. Oh, good, Man, what? Oh, it's like King K. Rool's laugh from Donkey Kong 64. I was like, what does this laugh remind me of? It's that. It's not exactly it, but it's very close. Like, it's... K. Rool's laugh is a little deeper, I believe. But, like, the game over, the save and quit cutscene where he activates, like, the Blastomatic... Wait, Blastomatic was Banjo-Tooie, I think. Was it? Well, maybe that was... You know, Rare has a lot of machines in their games with weird cartoony names that blow things up. And I'm getting them mixed up. Anyway, can one of you break? Like, I'm reading chat late. You cheated that Deltarune Chapter 3 battle I did because you were fine trading satisfaction for story because you wouldn't know you'd be able to beat it. Yeah, that's... I'm not gonna, you know, talk too much about something I'm gonna stream later. But, I'm sure many people are familiar with that one extra boss in Undertale. That one took me maybe like at least 20 to 30 tries. I don't know how long this one took. But it took me like about an hour of solid attempts fighting it. It was a really cool fight, though, and you feel amazing when you win. You know what I don't feel amazing about is how these gorillas are about to kill me, and I'm gonna have to do everything again. Yeah. Okay, I'm reading this late. So Mario and Rabbids sparks of insanity. Well, now I have to know more. How is that, incidentally? I've played the first Mario and Rabbids. I liked it. Although it took a little bit to get used to the Rabbids. But, I don't know, I've heard more mixed things on Sparks of Hope. Partially because there's more Rabbids in it. My hippo training has served me in preparation for the gorillas. Now I just have to go through this swampy mire again. You've seen some streams where people completely ignore game mechanics and get frustrated. Yeah, okay, I guess when I say one isn't playing the game as intended, when I say that, not so much like one is like deliberately or like just refusing to engage with mechanics, because yeah, like that, if you're ignoring a game's mechanics, or like, I refuse to read the manual or read any text in the game, but now I don't know where to go, and I don't know what to do. This is bad design when it's player faults in that case, but I'll just, hang on, I'll get up there. When I say like engaging with the game as intended, I'm saying more about like developer intended difficulty, or stuff like using mods to change your experience. Not so much like I am going to play this base game and I'm not going to engage with anything that it's trying to do and then I'm going to complain about it. Or like, have you ever seen someone, they'll play a game in one genre, but they'll treat it like it's a game in a completely different genre, and then like they're annoyed when, you know, it doesn't play like they want it to. Or like somebody playing an RPG and then deliberately skipping all the story bits and then saying like, oh, this game is boring. I mean, you could say it's boring, but you have to try and meet the game where it's at first. Yeah, I saw the patch notes for that boss, and the sword tunnel. I felt so vindicated saying, well, A, it's officially called the sword tunnel, because that's what I was calling it. I shouldn't have collected that, didn't mean to. But also I felt vindicated because if an attack hecked me in that fight, it was always the sword tunnel, and I'm like, I feel like I'm dodging it. Why do I always get hecked by the sword tunnel? Wonky hitbox! I'm vindicated! Sparks was a fun enough game, but you felt it needed to force different team combinations more. You defaulted to the same team after a while. You love your sniping Luigi, yeah, like, even in the first game, like, putting Luigi into Overwatch, I don't know if that's, I forget if that's what they called that particular skill of his, because I think about Overwatch from XCOM, but that's what it was. It's really good. Especially when, like, you make it so, like, Luigi could basically get anyone from anywhere. And also, why wouldn't you want to put Luigi on your team? It's Luigi. Yeah, I want Luigi on my team. I'm gonna pick Luigi for my volleyball team. There we go. Jeez, it takes a million years. Yeah, I might save state in front of the gorillas again. Because now I'm doing the same sort of, like, okay, I need to weigh, like, what is fun. Or rather, like, it's not even so much fun. When I'm streaming, it's more what is entertaining, right? And, well, what the heck? What the heck? At least let me get to the gorillas before you kill me. Anyway, like, me laboriously trying to take down those huskies and the most... Huskies, hyenas! They're not all the same creature, Mori, please. Trying to take them down in, like, the slowest way possible just isn't fun. Don't shake your head at me. Stop it. Stop it. Don't disrespect me. Anyway, hang on. Let me do this. Can you have a rabbidless team in the sequel? That's a good question. Can we free ourselves from the clutches of rabbids? Because that was the thing in the first game. You had to always have one rabbit on your team. There was no escaping them. Why is the one over there affected by my laughter? Oh, now this one is. Okay, I'm taking damage up here. What are these little seed-like creatures? I wonder. Why? Okay, come on. Come on. You can be rabbit-free? Nice. Sorry, rabid. To be clear. I like bunny rabbits. You know, I realize now, with them being in, like, the Mario and Rabbids games, and even before that, Ubisoft putting them in their own little spin-off games, I realize that maybe it's not as well known, but the Rabbids were initially designed, well, I don't know precisely what they were designed for, but their first appearance was in Rayman Raving Rabbids with the Ubisoft character Rayman. Rayman 2, another game I want to stream at some point. Oh, thank God, thank God. It was like a mini game collection where, like, Rayman was thrown in prison or something, and you had to play all their mini games to earn enough credits to get out, or so. I don't remember. It was a long time. We had it on PC. I think it was my brother's game. But that was their first appearance, and then I guess their popularity eclipsed Rayman's in terms of marketability because we live in a dystopian hellscape where the Minion movies are a financial and commercial success. A critical success. Well, maybe not critical, I don't know. But anyway, Coal Gorilla. We got Grape Ape, everybody. That's a timely reference. Grape Ape. I mean, there's all these other like Hanna-Barbera sound effects. I'm at the space station. I'm at the Silicon Valley. I'm at the combination space station in Silicon Valley. Hi, Dak. I love that we have like pink hyenas, purple gorillas. We got like a whole fruit basket in here. Okay. So I have a barrel. So I assume I want to get to a magic vine. I hope they're not expecting me to like go across the swamp again. Because I'm not doing that. Forget it. It's a beautiful walk animation, isn't it? It's kind of like why I thought they were bears at first from a distance. Because the bear had the same back and forth hobble. Just not with his big arms. There we go, okay. I guess this isn't the magic vine though, is it? Yeah, they stole Rayman's spotlight, and I'm like, a part of me is still kind of salty about that. I mean, now we have like the Rayman Origins games, which I still need to play. I'm like ashamed I haven't played them, especially as like, heck, they're rhythmic apparently. Oh no, I need to get back up there. Okay. What are you? What are these seed creatures looking at me? Anyway, yeah, I was embittered because like I really liked Rayman 2. And like how dare these rabbits like steal Rayman's spotlight? How can I can't seem to swing. Can I get some back and forth momentum here? Okay, there we go. It was only letting me go up and down for a bit, but now we're cooking. Now we're moving. Yeah, I was a little salty about it because I liked Rayman. I like Rayman 2 a lot. I was okay with Rayman 3. I've beaten Rayman 3 twice. It's not even that great of a game, but I did it. And I wanted more. And then we didn't get that because the rabbids. Has anyone seen, what was that show? It was like a Netflix show or something. It was like Captain something Hawk, I think. I'm gonna get the name. I want to say Cyberhawk, and I don't think that's right. But like, and Rayman was in it. Some Netflix show. I just like I saw some people mention in like Tumblr heck or something a while back when it was new. And what do you mean Rayman is in this show? What? Laserhawk. Is that sounds right? Captain Laserhawk, I think. That's it. You know, I feel like I need to make a list of like the games Endora has recommended me specifically. Like Frogger, like Donkey Kong 94, like Rayman Origins and Legends, stuff that I really need to play. I'm really slacking. Rayman says what? Raymond, you can't say that word. I mean, yeah, sure he can. He's an adult, whatever he is. I don't know if like they've changed, given him lore in like Rayman Legends or that Captain Laserhawk show. But in like Rayman 2 at least, he was born from a dream. From the god Polocus. Or maybe it's Polycus, but I'd say Polocus. Don't include Frogger with those games, but you asked me if I had played it. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say it's a recommend. Like a recommendation is something good to play. A recommendation of Maury should play this to lose her mind. Oh, the Fairy Belinda. See, that might have been like what they made it in Origins, or maybe in the first game. Because in the second one, I believe it was mentioned, like, Polocus was the Polocus, that guy. He has long hands, long arms, and long fingers. Was the one who created Rayman, but it's also been a while. Oh, then I think surely I should remember. How many times have I played Rayman 2? I have to think about it. Rayman 2 also, it's probably no longer a joke. But... You know what's a joke? Me! Good. Good. Bah. Bah. Hang on. Well, we lose out on some of the tedium. Unfortunately, I have to laugh the gorillas to death again. You know what? Maybe this is good because, Dak, you were here before, or like just as I got rid of this gorilla. So this is a hyena. She looks a lot like Courage the Cowardly Dog's like longer, leaner, meaner counterpart. My skills are jumping and contagious laughter. And if I laugh at them long enough, I stun them, and then they start taking damage. But it's not instant. And I can't seem to, like, start hitting them without at least taking a little damage in return. Thankfully, you weren't here where I took, like, 10 minutes trying to kill a hippo through laughing it to death. The hippo was not impressed. There's, like, zero story in Rayman Origins, never mind. Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me in. All right, we're free. Thank God. This is like the scene from the Beavis and Butthead movie where they wind up making all of Congress do the laugh, like the I know the laugh. What? Yeah? Look at this beautiful accessory I have. Do you like my hat? I lied. It's a pompadour. Aw, man, every time I get a Kazooie in this game, she always ditches me. I'm broken up, broken-hearted. Okay. You know, I feel like because, like, there's a couple barrels by the gorillas, and then there's more of them by where you start, I feel like what they want me to do is to like, get those barrels and like, build my way up elsewhere, but that's terrible. I don't want to do that. I say, do you have a hyena on your face? Why, I believe I do. You know, it's rude to point out someone's facial hyenas, or so I'm told. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna backpedal a little bit. So I don't know if it's a joke anymore, but Rayman 2 back in the day, I remember like seeing jokes about how it was ported to everything. Which is not wrong. There are ports of Rayman 2 on a lot. I originally played Rayman 2 on the N64. I played it, I had it on PC as well, I think. Did I have a PC version of it? I feel like I had a desktop wallpaper of Rayman from, like, art from Rayman 2 for a while, forever ago. I have played the PlayStation version, or sorry, the PS2 version specifically. I think they subtitled it Rayman 2 Revolution. It has, like, an overworld you can walk around in. The game initially didn't have one. It's just like, it was a level select. And there was also English voice acting you could choose when originally the characters only spoke Raymanese, which is sort of like the vocal blips in like a Banjo-Kazooie game. Not quite, but pretty close. You played a demo of it on the Dreamcast. Huh. Well, yeah, I'm positive Rayman 2 is on the Dreamcast as well. I knew someone who had it on the DS. I remember because they had asked me at one point, Maury, can you, like, beat this section for me? You've played Rayman 2 before, right? Rayman 2 has a lot of sections where you have to go down, like, a high-speed corridor while dodging obstacles that are rapidly coming at your head, either, like, in a rocket chair or on the back of, like, a little rocket with little legs that you tame like a horse, like a wild horse. It's very cute, it neighs. Anyway, I've played a lot of Rayman 2. And actually, it took me a long time to finally get to beat Rayman 2. Because the first time I rented Rayman 2, you couldn't save it on the N64, I think, without a memory card. And we didn't have a memory card. So I had to leave the N64 on all week for the duration of the rental to beat the game. And I had gotten to the final boss fight in Rayman 2. And during the final boss fight, the N64, I suppose from being on for a week, it overheated and froze. Like, well, never mind. So I played like 98% of Rayman 2, then was unable to finish it before the rental was up. And then later, I had acquired a copy or rented it again, something of that sort. And then I was able to beat it and see the ending. Oh, come on. At least the fall damage didn't kill me. Ah, heck. This is awful. Maybe was I supposed to, like, double jump to make that? But then it's not really much of a double jump. Yeah, the boss arena in that game is very high. That's true. Like, whoa, that's a little too much lava for me to render, little missy. I'm gonna have to shut this operation down. But anyway, at some point, I'd like to stream Rayman 2. I don't know what version of it. Heck, since there's a million ports, I could go with the N64 original. Probably not Rayman 2 Revolutions. With the, like, even though it has the extra stuff like the world map, I like, you don't really need it. When I think about the English voice acting was kind of interesting though. Oh no, it bounced. No, the depth perception of this is nightmarish. I'm gonna be here forever. We're gonna be here forever. The future is a purple ape stomping on a human face forever. See, I thought I broke it. No, this is why you read. This is why you read books, friends, so you can bastardize literary references to express your frustration with your lack of depth perception in a video game. And people will definitely understand the kind of joke you're making and will think you are cool and smart. You know what? Dak, have you seen any of my previous streams of this game? Because you're here. And now, as far as I'm aware of the people who are currently in chat that I know of, Dak is the other Sonic fan. Now, Dak, you would also know of Rotor the Walrus, right? Because in the previous streams of this, I have controlled a purple walrus that I was calling Rotor. Oh, come on, man. Even though I'm sure no one else listening was probably familiar with the very popular Sonic the Hedgehog comic exclusive character, Rotor the Walrus. Actually, he might have been in the Saturday morning cartoon. I don't remember. Yeah, and those early okay, well, at least you know of Rotor the Purple Walrus. You knew him? Okay, Lou is also a man of taste. Oh, and Big Joe's a man of taste too? Ann and Dora, I think. You recognize the characters from the comics for some reason. Friends, if I made a save state here, I said I wasn't going to, but this too, I think I'm weighing like how much fun we are collectively having versus I want to get out of this level. He was in the cartoon, okay. Like I was thinking to myself, I feel like he was. But I've already sung my song, my parrot song. If you got to stream late, you missed me singing my parrot song. A good call in the safe state. It's like I knew I had a psychic vision about my imminent demise, about my imminent loss to fall damage. Oh, I just ripped my headphones on. Hang on. Not that you can tell, but I need to hear this mocking organ for the full experience. Who doesn't know Rotor, the first openly gay walrus? It's true. Not jokes, not japes. I've heard in the comics he has like a husband, I think. Good for him. I'm proud of you, Rotor. I can't believe a nerd got married. Its smug organ mocks me. You know, I was trying to turn the camera to think, like, because I keep failing to get to this vine. Is there maybe another vine I need to get to? But I can't move the camera at all, like left, right, up, back, anywhere. So I guess it's only this vine. And I need to swing better, I guess. Swing better, swing. Okay, the nice thing is I can't accidentally climb too low and fall off this vine. Because I tried to scoot to the very bottom to get the most distance out of my swing, and I thought, no, I'm being too cowardly, but I can't actually scoot lower than this. Oh, hang on, I lost my momentum. Back and forth, back and forth. Oh yeah, the Nintendo Indie Showcase the other day. I can't believe Heck. I can't believe I'm in heck. Yes, I can. I can't believe I've not brought it up yet. The Nintendo Indie Showcase, that was just yesterday. Very, very big, important news if you are a Switch owner. UFO 50 has released on the Switch eShop. You know what that means, friends. That's right. You too can play Onion Delivery. And 49 other excellent games. Well, 48 and a half. I'm sorry, Combat Ants. I get that you're supposed to be kind of bad in universe too, but anyway, you too can play Onion Delivery. Joe, Bat Joe. I was gonna say Little Joe, no, Big Joe, Bat Joe, Bat Joe. I don't know if you're still here, but Bat Joe tried Onion Delivery the other day, and I hope you don't mind me quoting what you had said to me, Joe, but he had said to me he played it for not even like 2 minutes tops and said, good God, these controls. And you play this for fun. That's right, I do. Time to put the onion on 400. I lost my Gorilla Groove. I've never had the Gorilla Groove to begin with. Okay, what if I have to like double jump? Am I... Maybe that's it. I need like that extra little bit of oomph. I feel like I've spent like this whole level swinging back and forth, like desperately waiting for the right time. When that vine's going up and this one's going down, please. Oh, I made it. I made it. Kind of forgot the gorilla had a double jump, but I mean, do you really expect gorillas to have double jumps? Donkey Kong's never had a double jump. I'm not counting Donkey Kong 64. Anyway, I did not repurchase UFO 50 again. Because then I would have to cherry Onion Delivery again, obviously. That would be the first thing I do upon loading up a fresh UFO 50 save is Onion Delivery. You know what, okay, heck, I'm gonna reload my save because everything is miserable. That was on me though. I screwed up the double jump because I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the X button, by which I mean the Y button, by which I mean what my controller thinks is the B button, to double jump, but it's actually the A button, which is the B button, which my controller thinks is the A button. Never mind. It's weird. Yeah, you were about to say why about DK64. You know. He's got his little, like, his little fist swing he does in the air that kind of works like a double jump. I didn't get everything in UFO 50. I haven't like beaten or cherried every game. I should try. Heck, I pressed the wrong button again. Cyber Owls, which I actually thought about earlier in the stream when Metal Gear came up, because of the little bit I've streamed of the game Cyber Owls from UFO 50 with specifically the Metal Gear missions that are like just very obviously parodies or like inspired by Metal Gear. And how my definition of stealth is just to run past every single guard. So long, suckers. I rev up my super spy. There's a cloud of smoke and Snake is lying dead on the pavement. Are you? Yes, you are able to play every single game in UFO 50 from the start. Nothing is locked to you. You can freely access anything right from the get-go. There's even different ways to sort your games. Like I tried them out in chronological order, but you can sort them, like you can sort them randomly, you can sort them based on genre, you can sort them based on like multiplayer or how much time you've played in them or based on their completion. I streamed that on a Saturday, so you actually got to pretend you were watching cartoons. They really nailed that Saturday morning vibe, huh? Anyway, a thing I had thought to myself, if I wasn't so dang tired all the time, I've thought about like doing a little video about some of the secrets in UFO 50 on my channel. But to properly show them off, I would have to do it in a new file, which I could do. Like there's 3 save files. Is this the magic vine? Is this safe? Anyway, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Okay. I'd have to start a new file. Yeah? I freed it? Okay. Oh, I see. I thought to myself, if I did this on a new file, with all the games grayed out because I'd never played them, I would play only Onion Delivery, and I would cherry Onion Delivery and leave every other game untouched. Where's the teleporter? Okay, I'm glad I didn't jump off the vine there, because I was so scared. Like, this doesn't look right. Where am I going? What if the gorilla couldn't make it up this ledge? Ba-na-na-na, ba-ba. Quiet, Daniel. Yeah, sorry, the running forward attack, that's what I'm thinking of, the big kick out and the jump. It's like basically a double jump, right? Look at the lion in the bottom right, like something about its eyes. Like, yeah, me too, buddy. Look, Evo, animals living in perfect harmony. Disgusting. Put a stop to that right now. Why is there an elephant up that tree? Get it down before it breaks something. Okay, activate the stepping stone switch. Get a piranha. Get the elephant out of that tree. Anyway, sorry, I'm enjoying this lion's face. If you have a Switch or a Switch 2, you should play UFO 50. I'm genuinely recommending it because it is one of the best games I personally played this year. And as someone who really loves games and game design and very thoughtful game design, I had a great time with it. So if you like retro games or game design, I would strongly recommend you try UFO 50. I am also recommending UFO 50 because I need you, General You, to just try Onion Delivery, because maybe you've seen me suffer, but you don't know Onion Delivery. You can't understand until you yourself have tried to deliver onions, until you yourself have tried to deliver that vehicle and have tried to navigate around the city and gone, man, what the hell? I did like a little bit of digging, and it seems like the general reaction to that game is loading it up and then discovering this vehicle does not move like I would expect it to move. What am I doing? And then they usually explode violently within like the next 30 seconds. Now all you need is Claire Obscure to come out and switch to also. Yes, that game also is excellent. I think it's on PS5 and Xbox. So if you do have one of those, if you are not a Steam, a PC gamer. But if you like RPGs, I would strongly recommend Clair Obscur. It's very well written, very well crafted. Again, warms my game design loving heart. Hang on, I want to see the description for this line before this gorilla steps on me. Lion, jungle, jump, roar. Just okay in the water. He's a cat, I guess. Nuclear lion. It's a nuclear lion. So don't damage this line, okay? Or it could go into a meltdown and irradiate the jungle for hundreds of years. You don't want that, grape ape. So don't hurt me, please. I'm just gonna double check my objectives here. Stepping stone, switch, piranha, elephant. Okay, I need to find a switch. I need to get a piranha. I need to find... I really wish I could, like, just clearly look in first person, but I can't. I get this view of cat butt, and that's it. There is no Silk Song news in the showcase. I wasn't expecting there to be. Like, I would have been surprised if there was. I'm sure people probably gave Team Cherry a hard time. Whoop. Hyenas. Hello. Will my roar damage them? They didn't stop to laugh at me. Are they in fact afraid of the lion? Silk posting. Come on, hang on. My roar's on cooldown. There we go. There we go. Sorry, my roar's on cooldown again. I need to warm up my throat. Me, 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 me. Gow. Alright, there we go. I did it. I'm trying to think what else was in... The other games that stood out to me, there was one called... Oh, Well Dweller, I think? By Kyle Thompson. Now, I've only played the demo of a game called Crypt Custodian. I played that during a Next Fest, a couple Next Fests ago. But by the same developer, and I really liked it. I think Capotico had played the full version of it and said it was good. I have to get rid of the gorilla so I can swing across. Maybe I should just... Oh no, no. I'm gonna maybe get my lion again because trying to kill a gorilla with a hyena was a miserable prospect. So that game looked interesting. It looked very Hollow Knight, Well Dweller. Like just sort of aesthetically. And I love Hollow Knight, so that caught my interest. There was one more I saw that intrigued me, and now I can't remember what it was called or like what it looked like. I know there was one other game. Unfortunately, what immediately supplanted everything else in my mind was, oh good, UFO 50 has finally come to the Switch. Maybe finally someone else will understand. Like, Crypt Custodian was a top-down exploration game. This new one, Well Dweller, was a side scrolling game, and like the little brief bits of it and the way the map looked made me think of Hollow Knight. But what? Can I pick this up? I can't. I can move this cube, I can push this cube, but I can't pick it up. Man, I can't... Oh, I know another one. I meant to play the demo for it. I haven't gotten around to it yet because I'm tired, but Mina the Hollower by Yacht Club Games, the Shovel Knight devs. Because I really like Shovel Knight. Shovel Knight's great. I hope Vert, Jake Kaufman, is still doing the music for Mina the Hollower. I don't know if he is, but Shovel Knight, part of its appeal was the great soundtrack. And I feel like there was maybe some other game. But yeah, Mina the Hollower looked really cool. And I feel like there was one more. I can't think of what it is. Oh well. Mina the Hollower reminded me a lot of, like, top-down, like, Game Boy Zeldas, specifically. But I'm only going by, like, the trailers I've seen for it. I've not played the demo for it yet. I don't know if its demo is still available on Steam, but it probably is because its Switch demo they mentioned is available. I wasn't positive because a lot of times, if a game is still in development, its demo will only be available on Steam during Next Fest. Probably because like the game is, you know, still being developed and will change a lot. So leaving the demo up while it's still deep in development might give players a skewed look of what the game is actually about. Anyway, so I need Piranha. This is such a good walk cycle. And also, could I use this boulder and use it to maybe get up here? Although I probably want the hyena for that. Maybe the lion. Oh, never mind. I don't need it. There's a ramp there. Then why these rocks? And then where would Piranha be? Not here. So there must be another body of water somewhere. And is this also an elevator? No, it's not moving. Or it's just not active. Roar. I'm just blowing it backwards. No, get back in the pool. Get back in the pool. You're filthy. Wash your paws. There we go. I didn't even need to break that hyena, except I did. I need to assert my dominance. But where am I going now? I keep looking at that flower that's in there, and I'm like, is that a piranha stuck in the wall? No, it's just a flower that is appearing and disappearing. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is that the rocks are for hopping somewhere. Like, I wonder what this is for. I feel like I can't push it as a hyena. The hyena's not strong enough. I feel like there must be something I'm meant to do with it. Could I push it on here, maybe? The gorilla was strong enough to move it. It looks so sad with its eyes empty like that. Oh, I can't pick it up. Okay. Oh, hang on. I'm holding the button. Hang on. Oh, I don't want to throw it into the distance. Okay, okay. I have a cube. Would anyone like a cube? I'm gonna pretend it's full of aliens. Nope. Is this making like a faint whoop noise? Yeah, it is. I thought I was hearing things, but whoop. Now, I noticed these red rings. I'm wondering, maybe I need to jump through them? Come on. Oh, what? The rock is injuring me. Okay, hang on. Look at it. It's so sad. Until its eyes light up with hate and fury. Wish I could put it down gently, but no. Gentle is not in this gorilla's vocabulary. Perhaps he wants to be gentle, but it's too much raw strength. And it breaks his heart. No. No. They're just inert. They're just inert. No, okay. Well, worth a shot. Have a good snooze. Thank you for joining me. I mean, will I make any progress before I have to stop streaming? I don't know. I mean, I would like to figure out where the heck I'm meant to be going. All right, I can't. Why do I think the power of laughter will get me anywhere? That's not a real attack. Comedy is not a real career. Sometimes I think of, and I try not to think about it, but sometimes I think about how so many of my perceived aptitudes are in theories that big business is rapidly trying to supplant with the use of AI because it's cheaper. Who cares about artistic integrity? Like, that's boring. That's not making us money. That's not value for shareholders. Is there a way I can get this this platform. Oh, it's going up now? Was it not up? I could have sworn. Cause I wanna get up to the middle area. Why? I could have sworn. I'm going crazy. Well, I'll keep fiddling around. Maybe I'll figure out what I'm doing. But it's just like frustrating when I think about, like, you know, I like making art. I like yapping. I like singing and music and all these creative ventures that people want to supplant with artificial intelligence. What really wrangles me is, like, so many people, like, we don't want this schlock. But what about the shareholders? Oh, pain. Pain, Pickle. Oh, that hurt. That hurt me deeply. Great. Did I knock that rock away with my laugh? I don't think the hyena can physically knock the rock away with their laugh. They can push it. Unlike that big gray cube, the hyena is capable of pushing the rock. But their laughter has no meaningful effect on the environment. Its only power is to annoy people to death. Will no one think of the poor, sad, crying shareholders? No! Oh, come on. Why do we even have that hall? King Rat's hole wouldn't do this to me. Oh, poor shareholders. Why is there not infinite growth being generated for us? That's the other thing that I really, truly hate, is seeing so many, like, just platforms. I guess, like, I'm kind of oversimplifying it, but just platforms, websites sort of ruined or run into the grounds by shareholders wanting constant growth. They want that value. Okay, so looking at it, I probably want to get the hyena or the lion across these platforms so I can jump up there. But that elevator in the middle won't move. And I don't know what will actually make it go up or down for me. I swear I saw it move earlier, but maybe I'm just losing my mind. Now it's like, where am I going? Maintaining a platform is expensive, and if it can't generate money, then it can't exist for long. You know, I knew what you meant when you said that, and yet I still briefly parsed it as maintaining a platform. I thought you meant this one. And yeah, maintaining it floating in the air would be expensive. Oh wait, that's not what it means. But yeah, that's the other side of the coin, is that maintaining a website is expensive. And I've definitely seen people, like, lash out at certain websites for, like, having the temerity to charge like a fee to, like, register to use it. I don't think that's, like, a bad or evil thing. Oh, man, I was trying to disengage Evo's chip in midair. But maybe I can get on that box. Okay, hang on. I'm workshopping something. Where did I put that box? Oh, it's all the way down. Where did I put my gorilla? Great. You're not my gorilla. Where the heck did I leave my gorilla yet again? Where did I park my ape? I need a key fob so I can press the button and hear beep beep, or maybe in this case, ooh ooh. The ooh ooh of my gorilla activating. My gorilla is locked. I'm not losing my mind about the elevator moving. So it does move? Like this one? Where did I put my gorilla is a heck of a sentence, and one that we as a society should be asking ourselves more often. But anyway, like, I don't think it's bad, like, you know, if you are providing a service to be compensated for the service you're providing. You know, like that makes sense. Like, I saw someone a ways back saying that they didn't like how something like Final Fantasy XIV charges a subscription fee. Like you know, you buy the expansion, but then you have to pay the subscription. They didn't like that. But, and from my perspective, that I get why you charge a subscription for that along with the base game, because maintaining an MMO and the infrastructure around an MMO is very expensive. And it's not just maintaining that MMO and, like, you know, paying your developers and then your GMs and the people who help it run, the people who perform maintenance on it, but also for things like funding expansions. Like that all costs money. So if you want more of it, then you'd have to pay for it. But as Boogie had mentioned in chat, the flip side and what tends to happen is shareholders want infinite growth. They don't look at a platform that, like, is generating like a steady stream of revenue as a success story. Like, stability is not success. They want growth. They want that graph that's constantly moving upwards. Because I guess no matter, heck, I'm gonna die by throwing a boulder directly into my face, and it'll be completely deserved. Oh, come on, Grape Ape. Get it up there. Get it up there. Oh, please, I can't throw it up there. I thought, oh, I'll make a stack of them up here, and then I'll get the hyena to jump into the tree, and I can't get up there. But yeah, like, the infinite growth is just, it's the enemy. It's the enemy to me and my Grape Ape. It's like, just, I think, the enemy to a healthy online ecosystem is that constant demand for growth. I wonder, you know, I have another hypothesis. I have a stupid hypothesis. Anyway, so when they look at a platform that isn't steadily generating more and more and more and more profit, that's a failure. They don't want stability. They want a constant uptick in profits. They want more and more and more. And that's what leads to the death of platforms, because then, you know, like, oh, we need to find more ways to monetize. You know, and I think about, like, a platform like, say, I'll use Discord as an example. Discord has, like, the Nitro subscription you can buy. I don't use it. I know a lot of people do, because they like being able to use, like, emotes and whatnot everywhere. They like being able to customize how they appear. And I've seen some people express that they don't like that. Oh, wait, no, I don't want to be the hyena for this. I want to be the lion. They don't like that Nitro exists. And that they feel it's, oh, this is greedy of Discord. You know, like, it used to be totally free. But again, like, paying for a service, a subscription service like that, I get that. You know, you get some perks like emotes and stuff that people evidently want, and Discord gets to keep functioning. That makes sense, but then there's that aspect of, we want perpetual growth, and then that's how you get bloat added to Discord that people don't want, that its user base doesn't want. That's how they get, like, awful AI features that people don't want. Now we're gonna try and cram in all these extra features for growth, for value. If I weigh this down, will the other one go up? That is the solution. Well, now I understand the level name. Huh. Okay. Well, I get it now. Do I feel a little silly? A little bit. I suppose it's more intuitive than the invisible platforms, because it does say, you know, it does mention weight in the level name. Yeah, that's the thing too, that Discord has to store, like, a lot of stuff on its servers. You're watching my version, heck, of that one Greek story about pushing a boulder for all eternity? What, Sisyphus? Imagine Sisyphus as a purple gorilla. pushing a boulder forever. Anyway, and like, don't even take what I'm saying about like Discord and stuff as gospel. Like, this is all, you know, like stuff I've not read about recently, but it's just something that sticks out of my mind as I've seen people like sort of voice their thoughts and like, oh, I don't like Nitro. I feel like I've used this thing for free forever. Like, how dare they charge us for it, even though like it's an expensive service to maintain. But on the flip side, you know, like shoving in all these extra features that I don't think anyone wants. And you know, did they drop that whole thing they added where like people could use AI to mess with images and servers? Because I saw they added that, and then a lot of artists were immediately and rightfully very pissed. Like, oh good, now people can mess with my art without my permission. Cool, great, wonderful. Yeah, I miss IRC too, but gosh, I haven't used that in a million years. Okay, thinking here. So I need to weigh this down. Now how am I gonna do that? Well, also simultaneously, can I throw a boulder and have it land? Miracle shot. Miracle shot. The miracle never happened. Okay. Plan B. I need to think about this. Okay, it has to be added to a server. Okay, so it's not like an automatic thing. That's good at least. These hyenas aren't gonna harass me, right? Yeah, I saw that on Beesky too. Like people like really upset that you can't upload stuff longer than 30 seconds and all that. And I don't like I'm the kind of person where I like, you know, I'll talk about my thoughts on things like I'm doing here, but I don't think of it as gospel. More my view on, what was that squish noise? Was it like crushing the rock? Anyway, my view on something is more like, this is what I know of it so far, but like I'm not holding this as like a set in stone opinion anymore. This is a summation of what I have observed from a neutral, objective standpoint, I guess. Hello, Sparrow. How is possessing animatronic animals? How is possessing animatronic animals? That's a really good question. Okay, I'm thinking. Okay, wait. I think I got it. I know what I can do here. Okay. So what I need, where is the lion? I feel like the lion is not far from here. Yeah, I saw that too, like people saying like, yeah, I'd buy a subscription if I had these features, and that definitely seems healthier and maybe better for the platform. I don't want it to go the way of Twitter, the bird site. Where the heck is my lion? I need... There it is. I knew it was somewhere. Okay. I need to push it down. I need to push it down. I mean, I don't have to, but it would make things a little easier. Okay, maybe I can push the gorilla. Gorilla has more collision. Okay, here we go. Get down. Okay. I'm just gonna push this to make my life a little easier. I feel like I'm probably going about this the wrong way, but you know, that's okay. I've noticed through playing this game that I would not describe its level design as intuitive. You know, when a good level sort of organically steers the player where they are intended to go without seeming like that's what they're obvious about it. Like they're not seeming like that's obviously what they're trying to do. Oh, I did the wrong animal. I need to put the lion there and be the gorilla. Hang on. Had that backwards. Excuse me, the hyena's running away with my gorilla. Excuse me. Grand Theft Kong. Jeez. Anyway. Oh, wait, no, I need to think about what I'm doing before I soliloquize anymore. Okay, so... If I step on this to make it go down. Now, heck, I step on it to make it go down. And I quickly swing across, is the point. And then I can maybe possess the lion. Or, wait, no, could I put a boulder on it? And then... Or this on it and sink it down? I was thinking I can't reach the vine without the platform being... Like, the elevator platform being up at the top. Maybe if I double jump, I can. So I was like, I have to not keep it weighed down. Okay, hopefully I can reach this with a double jump. Okay. Yeah, I felt bad for co-host. Like, it seemed like a really good idea, and then it just didn't work out. Wait. I was like, where's my platform? Oh, it's going up and down? So I didn't have to do the same rigmarole. Or does weighing down that platform also make this one move up and down? Surprised they're connected. Whatever. Anyway, a lack of organic level design. Like, when I look at how the levels are done in this game, there's not generally like a clear intended path for the player. I hope that was a piranha breaking. I just blow them away. Did you see it? It just goes flying. Hey. What actually, where is it? Did I finally get an animal wedged in the geometry? Because I heard something break. But I don't know where it is, unless I, like, broke a piranha and I sent it flying off into the distance. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I thought you were broken. Sorry, you're not broken. Uh-oh. No. I can roar in the water. Okay. I thought I was just going to be helpless, and they would bite me to death. Well, I floundered. This is not a dignified swimming animation. This is not a dignified lion either. This lion, look at its eyes. This lion is on, like, its 8th cup of coffee. And it's only 2 p.m. I got the piranha, alright. And now I have to get the elephant out of the tree. I'm hoping wherever I take this piranha, it will present a clear path forward into getting the elephant out of the tree. Oh, here we go. So maybe I did actually break that piranha. And the lion's roar just knocked it really far away. Okay, I can get across there now. Now we're schmovin'. Yeah, B-Ski definitely came about at just the right time. Thank goodness for that. And I think it was a good opportunity for just sort of like a fresh start, too. And I'm glad that I have my Miss Mori username now. Because on Twitter, my account there was Moriarty Switch, and that's because I initially made that account to upload, like, videos and screenshots from my Switch. You know, well, that was still a thing you could do. And then I got into streaming and thought, oh, maybe I should use Twitter to, like, for my stream announcements and whatnot. Even though my username doesn't quite fit at this point. Parrot! Look, Jevel's back, everybody. Don't worry, I won't cue up the world revolving. I need a new song. I can't beat that joke. I can't beat a deadline. Oh my gosh, yeah, I've heard, like, that, like, that's a problem with the Discovery feed, is, like, you get randos in your mentions just, like, showing up and being hostile. But I guess it's the internet, huh? That's a reason why I don't really post much that isn't like my artwork. I don't want to invite like randos trying to argue with me or something. Oh, the teleporter's underwater. Okay. You know, as I pressed that button, I briefly thought to myself, that won't like cause fall damage, will it? Oh, I can't. I was really hoping I could just like awkwardly bob into it from above. No, I can't leave the level like this. That's too bad. I like its little swimming animation though. Its little swimming pose. What a compact little bird. I do get the sneaking suspicion that maybe the developers have never like encountered a pair in person. I shouldn't say that. I mean, like any of these animals are accurate representations of their real counterparts. No, I'm a little scared that like fall damage is going to happen here. Okay, okay. I've perished by falling as the gorilla more than once. I'm scared now. I have trust issues. Okay, hopefully, is this? I need to be the elephant, don't I? Like maybe the gorilla will sing. No, I have to go get the elephant. Okay, never mind. I didn't want to because I was concerned trying to get down the tree. Is the elephant? There would be fall damage, and I would die pathetically, and have to do this again. And even though I know what I'm doing, and it would be faster. I mean, you've seen this thing. Look at how fast it ambles. This gorilla goes exactly as fast as it means to. Yeah, I can see that being a problem, is not having a site around like Twitter, like now that we have Blue Sky, like feeling like you're out of the loop, especially if that's where one gets a lot of their news or social interaction from. I was gonna say you can be like me and be socially a hermit, but I don't think that's healthy. Don't be me. Don't be me. Not healthy. But really, one of the reasons I'm such a big hermit, like why I don't have a Discord server, is that I'm too, like, I worry too much about people. I care too much, essentially. And if I make myself more readily available to people, because this has been a pattern with me in the past, I sort of overextend myself trying to take care of people, to make sure they feel seen and heard and talked to and validated. Like even at the Discord server, I want to make sure people feel like they know that they're welcomed and that, you know, they're appreciated. You know, that's why I like saying things that, like, I appreciate people who lurk or just, you know, like listen to my stuff even if they don't talk. I appreciate that very much. But so I just kind of hide myself away as like a self-care, a self-protective measure, because I've burned myself out like that before. I'm a very empathetic person, and I'm a caretaker at heart, and I've seen how like I've gotten, like last year I got really, really sick from stress because I was just spending too much time looking after other people. So I have to learn to step back. So if you ever like wonder, man, like Maury doesn't have a Discord, she doesn't really like, you know, talk much except like, you know, commenting and whatnot. Like she seems like such a snob or so standoffish or rude, and I hope I don't come across that way because I don't intend that. I just, you know, I like to keep to myself. And the other thing is I don't want to bother people. Even I realize, like, I tell myself I want to share more compliments and tell people more that I like the work they do. Like even just telling someone I like their art, but I worry about like not doing that correctly or weirding people out. Because when I like to, when I comment on something, like I compliment someone's artwork, I try and be specific. I don't just say, wow, cool drawing. Although, like, if someone, you know, saw my art and said, wow, cool drawing, I'd feel great. I'm like, thanks. When I do it, I like to give specific compliments. You know, like, I like what you did with this color or the face or this composition, whatever. And then I worry they're going to look at this rando, commenting to their mentions and giving, like, there's this thoughtful, this comment on their art. And, like, that's too forward, random person. Like, thanks, but that's weird. I think that maybe just a holdover from like the DeviantArt days a million years ago. Anyway, ahem. There's a big blue swirly thing on the scanner, Sonic. Maybe I shouldn't have spilled coffee on it. Hey, be careful, it's a jungle out there. Explode, Daniel, perish. Kill all the gorillas, kill all the hyenas, kill Dan Danger. Sorry, how'd that get in there? And collect all the keys. Anyway. Oh, am I the racing tortoise again? I am. Oh, let me hydrate. Let me take a little sippy while we listen to these tunes. Ah, thank you. And yeah, I think that's part of it, why I've not made a Discord, and I've thought about it. Like, it would be useful for, like, stream announcements and whatnot. Like, especially if I ever have a day where I can't go live for whatever reason. Oh, this is just here. Cool. Free trophy. Oh, that was a key. Sorry, that was a key. I just thought, oh, it's the levels trophy, because it's got the same gold patina, but it's a key. But yeah, as Dax said, the Discord server, like having that up, it's like a full-time job, so to speak. And I wouldn't want to put sort of like the strain of needing to moderate it on anyone else's shoulders. You know, because that wouldn't be fair to people. So while it could be useful, and especially for things like, I don't know, like organizing like game nights, or like sometimes I've thought about, man, I want to like just load up like free roam in Mario Kart, or I want to race, so if anyone else is around, they can join me. But just the rest of the logistics for having a Discord server, which just, I think it'd be too much. And I think part of it too is that I'd be a little more antsy about making myself more available. Hang on, I need to see the description for this thing real quick, because we haven't seen it yet. Racing tortoise, speed boost, shell attack. And the fact it looks so cool. I mean, look at this guy. The coolest guy I ever met. Engine 1.6. What does that mean? 1.6 what? 1.6 of an engine. It's 1.6 lumps of coal. But anyway, like another reason I fear like sort of making myself more available is I've had problems in the past where people haven't respected my boundaries in a good way. Like on Discord or other places that people would like message me freely and then get upset if I didn't respond fast enough. And like I get it too when you know you say something and you want a response or acknowledgement. Although maybe not so much if it's a person I don't know rather than a friend. But it's another reason why I keep myself away, because I don't want to inadvertently hurt anyone, because I have problems with chronic pain and fatigue. I don't like to talk about my health, but I also realize that because of it, that being like adequately social isn't always something I'm able to do. Sometimes I'm just too tired. And you know, I love hearing friends talk and tell me about the things that they like and what, whoa, interest them. Hello, gentlemen. But like that's not fair to people that like I don't want to, you know, not reciprocate in turn. Because I feel like I don't want to make them put out more energy than they're getting from me, if that makes sense. I'm always fretting about other people. I don't want to hurt other people. That's the whole rationale behind why I'm such a hermit. 1.6 gigabytes, 1.6 turtle power, 1.6 Ninja Turtles. I've got like half a Michelangelo and like 2/3 of a Raphael in here. It's like, it's a very weird fraction. I wonder, I guess maybe I have to get rid of those gorillas as this racing tortoise too, and I have to do the same. I guess I could do this. This might be easier as against the elephant. I don't know. Yeah, that's a reason why DMs spook me too. Yeah, I'm gonna say this general you, because this might not be obvious to a lot of people. It probably hasn't thought of, people might have not have considered this in the past. But if you're ever going to like DM someone for something, whether it's like you need to ask them a question, or like it's an artist, you want to ask them, you know, for a commission, whatever, don't start the conversation with hi and nothing else, because that puts a lot of weird pressure on the person you are messaging. Because now, and I'm speaking from the perspective of someone who has gotten this like in the past from many other people, that you'll just get a message that says hey or hi and nothing else. And it's like, well, now I don't know what this person wants from me. And when I don't know the expected scope of the interaction, I get this in real life too. When I don't know what the expected scope of the interaction is or what's expected of me, I get really nervous because I don't know how to proceed in this interaction. I don't want to be rude, but also I don't know how to pursue this particular query. That turtle fraction would explain the shades. It's kind of surprising that internet etiquette like that isn't taught in school, but I've gotten the impression, what I've heard from people is that like computer literacy has sort of dropped off again. Like it rapidly picked up as computers were really being integrated into everybody's day-to-day. But then now you have the prevalence of tech, particularly Apple tech, like iPhones and iPads, which obfuscate a lot of the computing features, if you could even say they have that, behind the sleek veneer of smooth Apple convenience. Like people not knowing what's like a file browser and stuff like that is, like not knowing how to use like functions on a desktop computer, because, or like just not knowing how the inner workings of a computer function, because it's not really taught anymore. Now the reliance is on handheld tablets and whatnot. Where the heck are these gorillas? Because here's vines, so here's where I need to go. Were they across here? Because they were somewhere. Yeah, people not learning how folders work. And to be clear, like, I'm not blaming people or looking down on them for not knowing, because like that's not fair to blame someone for not knowing. It's, you know, I'm surprised it's not being taught in schools. Like, not just internet etiquette, but internet safety is a really big one too. Like when I was in school, that was something that was touched upon, was internet safety. And it surprises me just how much the landscape has changed with regards to internet safety. A part of that I see is just being a consequence of more people using the internet for business, when initially it was more of like a niche thing, a niche tech thing, or only for certain jobs or occupations. But now, because the internet has irrevocably interwoven itself between or into every facet of our everyday lives, that so many things that seem like obvious internet safety before are, if not forgotten about, or like completely tossed aside. Like a really big one I was taught is don't give away personal information. Like even your first name was seen as a no-no. And even to this day, like, I feel like internet friends, like, I think of them like, I don't want to know what your real government name is. Or like if someone were to like, I don't know, like PayPal me something or whatever, where their like actual name would show on, like I would be like, I do not see it. I don't want to see. I would look like block it from my mind as much as possible, because it feels like overstepping, you know. But because the internet is so, again, woven into our lives and used for things like business, things like sharing your name and age and occupation feel like inevitable in some spaces. And okay, if you're like working in a professional capacity, like, okay, I'm a professional artist or whatever, and you know, these are my credentials to hire me as an illustrator. Like, okay, you know, putting your like real credentials and stuff on there, that makes sense. But just using the internet in a casual space, and yes, by the way, this is irritating me as much as I'm sure it's irritating you. There we go, thank God. But because stuff like that, like, you know, you're giving away your name and stuff is so normalized that now I've even seen like people, and I hope like it's like just a loud minority on some website, say if someone doesn't reveal their name or their age or whatever about them, then it's a red flag. It's suspicious. Obviously, you have something to hide, which is, again, surprising to me because it's the opposite of sort of the internet, the early internet I grew up with, and how like you never tell people that stuff unless it's absolutely necessary, if that makes sense, you know? Now, like, things, like, I kind of get age too, but only in the sense that if someone is an adult and they either make or consume like adult content and like just saying, okay, I'm over 18 or whatever, like just not the exact age, but like I'm over 18, that's okay, you know, or like, you know, like just strictly pointing out like, hey, I do adult content, I don't want anyone under 18 here. But like anyone who isn't 18, you know, like you shouldn't advertise that. Like I've seen people put on their bio, like, you know, what's up, I'm 16, whatever. It's like a normal thing. But, and I say this from me to you, from your internet onesan, that makes me sound old, you know what I mean, who's been around in the earlier days of the internet. Like if you're a minor, don't put that stuff up there, because that's like signaling to people, here is a like an impressionable child. You know, you got to keep yourself safe, like especially if you're a minor. Like you gotta hide that info as much as you can. Anonymity, especially in this day and age, increasingly in this day and age, is starting to feel like a luxury, which is really scary to think about. Like the facial recognition in the UK. This is not a fun train of thought, is it? Boy, the agony of trying to kill gorillas with a slow turtle. And actually, let me double check. I need to kill all the hyenas and gorillas. I need to get rid of the other gorilla. Yeah, I'm glad chat picks up what I'm putting down. Because I was kind of worried that would be like too much of a controversial take. I'm really trying to hurt this other gorilla. Is this gorilla, and I can't. Why can I not damage you? I don't want to have to get rid of you with the slow-moving turtle. Well, it's not slow, but you know, the slow-killing turtle. Jeez. Yeah, like facial recognition, absolutely not. Like if I had to, if I couldn't find a way to cheat around that, I just wouldn't use the service. I don't want to be perceived. Why do you think I VTube? I mean, because I'm a cute anime girl in real life, of course, but I like having this control over how I am perceived. Okay, I'm gonna try the elephant on the other gorilla if I can get up here. No, I can't get up here, just kidding. The elephant can't jump. Heck. I need to get to those vines I saw. But how can I reach? Everything feels like it's just slightly too far away. But anyway, I'm glad to see chat echoing similar sentiments, because I fear even saying that kind of thing, like you should protect your anonymity. Like no matter what, but especially if you're a minor. Like I worry that's a controversial statement. But again, like that's the kind of internet safety that I grew up with, and I feel like that stuff, well, here we go. That stuff should be taught in schools again if it's not already. Like, world is a scary place. And I wish it weren't so, but you know, people out there will try to hurt you. So you can't risk giving them that ammunition. Or like I remember once, it was like a thread on like I think Twitter forever ago, that somebody, I think it was like about a similar topic about like someone saying like essentially why they've seen a lot of people using websites like Card to list a lot of personal info. Things like, okay, if you want to list like, okay, here's, you know, the websites you can find me, and here's my artwork, here's, you know, my contact info for commissions or whatever. Okay. But website like a card that says, okay, here is all my personal information. Yeah, here's my dead gorilla. And a big one they pointed out was people listing things like their phobias and triggers, and and this person writing this thread saying this is why you shouldn't list that kind of information, like your phobias and triggers, because people will try and use that against you. And someone in the thread meant well, but they replied to say, well, like, I list my triggers so my friends know, or like people I talk to know, like not to use these things that I know, like that will hurt me. So I'll tell, like, I put them on my card so that if a random person talks to me, they know, like, don't say, this might even been the example they used, because this person said, like, I have a trigger for me is that something like trains. It was something like fairly prosaic that they just personally had a really strong aversion to. And this person was saying it in this thread, like, I put these triggers so, because it's a common, like, a not an uncommon thing that, like, people who talk to me will know not to bring it up, but because they mentioned that in the thread, then all these bad actors, like these awful people, started like just spamming them with photos of the thing that they said they were upset with, that upsets them. And like, I felt so awful for this person. You know, like, just becoming sort of the example of like, this is what I mean, that bad actors will try to hurt you. And it breaks my heart that people out there will do it. I can't wrap my head around the impulse to hurt other people like that, especially if you don't know them. I'm too soft-hearted for the internet, but that's what I mean. Anyway, as I'm trying to run this elephant over, and you know what, if I fail to make adequate progress and I die again, I'll just go back to this next stream, because it is getting late. Keep yourself safe. Yeah, I think that's all I was saying, basically. I hope I'm being, like, relatively comprehensible. It's difficult speaking eloquently about like a topic like this that I think requires eloquent speech to make your points in it, while I'm trying to destroy purple gorillas and read chat and not lose my mind and start singing The World Revolving about being a parrot in hell, you know? Yeah, that's like... And again, like, I feel like I felt so awful for that person, because, you know, like, especially if you're maybe even newer to the internet, which is a, you know, like, in my mind, like, saying that, I was new to the internet, but of course the internet's new to people every day. There's always people growing up and finding the internet. You know, when someone isn't aware that there are so many bad actors out there that will find threads exactly like that and then just go out of their way to make people as miserable as possible. And then just all the empathy I have just starts stressing me out, because I start thinking about all the people being hurt by this. And it's like, Maury, you need to stop spending so much time, like, fussing about other people. I know, but I can't not. Yeah, like, harm begets harm. Like, that's a common one too, right? The perpetuating the cycle of abuse. You know, or especially, like, if people get wrapped up in internet communities like that, where that's the norm. You know, like, that might even seem like innocuous behavior to them, or they, you know, to them it doesn't have as maybe drastic consequences as or like, they don't realize it has more drastic consequences than they assume. Boy, these gorillas are about to face some drastic consequences. Whom's designed this? I would like to speak to the developer that designed this. No, don't get me wrong, like, it is kind of novel that I'm having to try bowling them over as a racing turtle. But also trying to time this is really irritating because if I can't just, you know, stop and be in my shell. I need to come at them so I bonk into them. But the thing is that they'll you know, jump and I miss them. They go over me. But if I'm too early or too late, then I'm gonna get hit by the shockwaves of their jump attack. Like, the novelty is there, but the actual, like, the technique required. I'm not having a fun time. Mr. Grand Theft Auto. Maybe if they didn't take so many hits, it wouldn't be as bad. This is basically Diddy Kong Racing. Pretty much. Like, this is just tip-top. And then, well, I was gonna say Diddy twice, but I mean, he's a monkey. He's a chimp. He's not a gorilla. But Donkey Kong was not allowed to participate in Diddy Kong Racing. He didn't fit in the carts. Yep. Yep. Ba, ba. Me too, Daniel. Nah. But it is nearly 10:30. And I've been streaming for over 3 hours, so I should probably go to bed, man. I don't like leaving it like these levels like almost finished. You know what, before I turn in? Let's do one more go at the Ratomatic. Let's see. Yeah, Tip Top meets GTA, basically. Here are my elemental weaknesses. That's like internet trolling in an RPG, listing all your elemental weaknesses. You know, I didn't even think about that, like kids having usernames with their names in it. I wonder, I don't know what like is being taught in schools right now with regards to the internet. Do they still do typing classes? Man, I hope so. But like I wonder if like kids are at this point like encouraged to like make usernames with their actual name in it or something. I hope those were my rats breaking. Nope, or weren't my rats breaking. Oh, please, please. Yeah, it seems like the best way to get rid of the foxes is just to let them kill a little rat because the king rat is terrible, just like the real kings of the world, and then use a little rat to blow up the foxes with their explosive excrement. Just like real rats. They don't. Okay, good. That is a relief, at least. Or wait, no, I guess when you say they don't, I was taking it to mean they don't, like they're not encouraged to like put their actual names in their usernames. Like especially like at school and other places. But now when you say don't, or they don't, I realize maybe you mean typing classes. And that's worse. Like, no, you definitely have typing classes. I remember they started teaching us typing lessons in 3rd grade. That was the year that my elementary school finally updated their computers. Because the elementary school I went to, their only computers were these old, like, Apple IIs, which were already hilariously outdated by the time, the fox is in my way, by the time I went to school there. And in grade 3 was when they finally got, like, some actual modern Macintosh computers with full color screens and CD drives and kid pics. No more like floppy disk or hard disks. I don't know how many of you have seen like those like big hard disks, but I've used those in the old Apple II computer. Like they're big disks. I want to say like they're 9-inch, but I might be getting that wrong. I might be pulling that number out of nowhere. Sorry, I'm distracted by the Ratomatic. Hang on, sorry. Anyway, So we did typing lessons in grade 3, and for some reason I still remember in the back of my brain, like the first lessons they start us out with is home row. If you've ever taken typing lessons, they'll teach you home row, where you have your left index finger on the F key and your right index finger on J, and then your thumbs over the space bar. So that was how they started teaching us, was sort of the basics of where you put your hands on the keyboard. Oh, I'm scared. You know what? I don't want to use a save state. I don't want to. But we've seen the Ratomatic. We've seen the Ratomatic break so many times. I've made an executive decision. Anyway, so they taught us that, and they were teaching us like just the most basic keys, the most basic commands. Yep, saw that coming a million miles away. And they taught us just to start out by hitting the F and J and spacebar key. And there was a girl in my class sitting near me, telling herself FFJ space, FFJ space, because that was the pattern they were having us type out. And I still remember that for whatever reason. I have a good memory, not always for useful things, but I have a good memory. Please, load state, resume Ratomatic. There we go. The Ratomatic burned me one too many times. Hang on, I'm reading chat. Oh my. They don't have typing classes. No. The kids all write papers with the AI. No. You know what? I don't know. I don't know if there were like minors, like under 8, like if you're still in grade school watching my streams. If you are, hello. And I don't mind. I know some streamers are like 18 plus only, but I try and keep my content like PG-13. So that's fine. I don't mind. But from me to you, do not use ChatGPT or AI or anything for your schoolwork ever. I don't care what your teachers say, what your bosses may say, but please take it from me. Do not ever. You must resist the temptation. And I'm saying this, you will thank yourself in the future, because you need to put in that work. Even if the papers are dumb and terrible and bad, trust me, I've had to do a lot of dumb, terrible, bad papers. But like the important thing is that really the fire just chases me down. Yeah. The important thing is you are learning. Oh, that's right, I have keyboard shortcuts. You are learning to think for yourself. You are learning to ask questions yourself. You are learning to make decisions yourself. Like, it is so critical that you build those skills. And like I have coworkers who are in school, not grade school, but post-secondary. And they've talked about like using ChatGPT to write their papers. And this is me gently grabbing your shoulders and saying, don't, please. No, pull my finger out and destroy the generators. Daniel, please. I'm busy. What am I doing? What do you mean pull my finger out? I don't understand. Do I need to be this rat, I guess? I have to be a rat? I have to kill this rat? Sure. But yeah, don't use ChatGPT, please. I'm begging you. And I feel like this not simply because I fear for like a lot of jobs. I've talked about this not even that long ago in stream about people in fields sort of losing valuable problem-solving experience because they have an issue. They just immediately, let's ask the computer to figure it out for us. Yeah, heck you, Ratomatic. Heck you, especially fire in the Ratomatic. But they lose that capacity to think critically for themselves. It's just immediately throwing up your hands and going, I don't know, I'm gonna ask the computer. And that is a critical skill in life to develop, is being able to step back and go, okay, I don't know how to answer this problem. They're pushing the fox out. I don't think they're meant to, but okay. They're taking it with them as a souvenir. But you need to teach yourself those problem solving skills. You need to learn how to go like, okay, I don't know how to do this. I'm going to do research. I'm going to learn how to ask questions. I'm going to find those answers myself. I'm going to find satisfaction finding the answers myself. Can I blow this up? I just have to know. I don't think so. No. Okay. So yeah, I was a little distracted by the imminent destruction of the Ratomatic and the immense joy I felt at being freed by the specter of the Ratomatic. But yeah, learn to think for yourself. Critical thinking is key to success. And that is a quote I stole from Tales of Symphonia, but that's okay. I don't know if anyone else in this chat has played Tales of Symphonia like I have. Oh, the mice are loose. The mice, uh-oh. Thank you, O great savior. We will never forget your kindness. Follow us to the exit. This isn't like a ruse, right? You're not all going to lead me to some back alley and then beat me to death with your pathetic little tails. We're all friends, right? Open sesame. The moose are loose. The Mises have leases. They're renting apartments now. Oh? They're coming in with me? Hi. Is this how, like, the king rat forms? Like, soon this rat will become a king rat, and the mice will become rats. That's how real life works. They evolve. The meant have rent. Yeah, I think you put it in a really good way, Dak, because, yeah, it feels hard to espouse these points that, like, you don't want to sound like a cop, right? Or, like, telling people what to do. And that's why I'm trying to phrase it as a way as this is not me saying, you know, I'm not saying it because Miss Mori doesn't think you should use GPT. Miss Mori is saying it because she wants you to be a healthy, fully actualized human being who is capable of critical thought and thinking for yourself and coming to your own conclusions, rather than immediately relying on, why can't I get up here? Do I need to kill one of these handy mice now? Like, what did that switch I hit do for me? I can't get up here. Do I have to? This feels so bad. And they all just sit back and watch it happen. Yeah, we didn't like that guy anyway. He sucks. He owes me money. Whatever. That Ment never paid his rent on time. Oh, and I thought I could zoom up here, but I can't. What the heck? Where? Okay, there we go. Oh. Did the switch I hit, like, actually close this? Was that a bad switch I hit? And I have to go all the way back now? Sorry, I have to go back past the corpse and it's just really awkward. Yeah, critical thought will help protect yourself. And also, it makes... Oh, it probably closes after a time. But it makes life more interesting, especially with regards to games and books and movies. Oh, no, hurry up. No. Oh, no, hang on. Oh, man. Like, being able to read between the lines of a story, to pick up on that subtext, to step back and look at a character's actions and try to think about the rationale behind them. I love that stuff. I love doing that. I love challenging my brain. I love, getting out of this level. Ba-da-da-da. Yeah. Freedom. Woohoo. But yeah, as Dax said, yeah, you know, it's hard to say without sounding like a cop, but like you lose the opportunity to learn how to write essays. Like you don't get that feedback without a teacher. As I gotta read Dax's message wholesale. I don't like, you know, curbing someone else's words, but yeah, there are some skills that are easy to learn in school and very hard to learn independently if you lack the feedback that a teacher can give you. What is this like the bedroom eyes this dog is giving me here? Maury, were you gonna stop? Yeah, but what is this? I spy with my little eye a piece of your shell suit to collect. Gotta move on and get it or I'm leaving without you. Good luck. You need me, Daniel. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's Superman 64, I guess. For real. Oh, sorry, air traffic control. Where's... Here we go. Oh, I can quick turn. It was like, what is this button? So I can drop bombs, I can quick turn. That's about it. Well, I talk about, like, the weirdest stuff while playing games like this, huh? I don't know why, it just happens. But it's fun. I hope people likewise enjoy the discussion. And I hope it's not off-putting, you know, me and my soliloquizing. You'd think this plane would be able to go a little bit faster. Ow. Where are the rings? Oh, here we go. I'm Snoopy? Where's the Red Baron? We have some words to exchange. God, this really is just Diddy Kong Racing, but, like, worse. I mean, that's not... I was gonna say, it's not really a knock against this game. Maybe a little bit, but to be fair to this game... oh, I just realized I'm not just dropping bombs, I am shooting directly ahead of me. I didn't realize it first, because I have to keep the button held. It's not really fair to this game, because, you know, this game isn't built to be a racing game. And also, I've spent a lot of hours playing through Diddy Kong Racing many times. It occurred to me the other day while playing Mario Kart World that Mario Kart World is now very close to Diddy Kong Racing because of the vehicles at your disposal. Now instead of a glider, now you just have... How many flying animals can you kill? You keep moving the goalposts, Daniel. Oh, okay. Oh, here are the Red Barons. Uh-oh. Do a barrel roll. Okay. Oh, sorry. What is this? Is this just like a... Okay. It's just a ball and chain is here. But yeah, so like instead of gliding, there's the biplane now. And instead of the underwater driving, you ski on the surface of the water, which isn't quite the hovercraft from Diddy Kong Racing. Controls a little better than the hovercraft from Diddy Kong Racing. Actually controls a lot better than the hovercraft from Diddy Kong Racing, but is still slipperier than the kart. I love Diddy Kong Racing. The hovercraft is not the easiest vehicle to steer. Time for a dogfight. I can't believe I didn't make the obvious joke. I'm so disappointed in myself. I guess that's why... Sorry, it was the noise it made. It was the noise. Oh no, I'm gonna die, no. This is not a very maneuverable plane. Is there any energy I could have? For me? Like the manic eyes of the one as it chases me down this red alleyway. Yeah, I'm glad that it's a bomb to have a venue for these kind of conversations with, I think, you know, even like not necessarily like-minded people. You know, we in chat don't have to agree on everything, really. I mean, hopefully we can agree on the importance of internet safety. But, you know, and stuff on like video games and whatnot, we don't have to agree, heck. Yeah, those are kind of conversations you can't really have in a lot of places on the internet without, you know, like bad actors being jerks about it. So I'm glad there's an outlet where we can all talk about this kind of stuff. I wonder, well, I was gonna ask chat, is the way I talk ever off-putting in the sense that, how to phrase it? And I realized it would be silly to put because, Maury, if the way you talk was off-putting, I don't think people would be here in chat, right? But specifically, I've had people tell me in the past, like coworkers, and they don't mean it in a mean way, but I remember a manager I had at my first store saying like, you need to dumb down the way you talk a little bit. Well, she didn't phrase it exactly like that, but just the way I talk, the words I use were kind of intimidating. Because, like, Maury, you use so many words and, like, we don't all know what they mean. You know, and I don't, well, mean to be intimidating, or I don't want to come across like I'm flexing a vocabulary or something. It's just, this is how I talk naturally, and I didn't think about it. I mean, I said to her, what I remember saying is, I don't do it on purpose. You know, this is just how I talk. This is a product of me, of all the books I've read, the things I've watched, the games I've played. But if I ever use a word and you have no idea what I mean, like, I would never judge someone for having to ask. You know, I would never judge someone not knowing. The only thing I would judge for is willful ignorance. Going, I don't want to learn. I hate learning. That's too much effort. You know, but I would never judge someone for not knowing. You're not born knowing. My philosophy, my personal philosophy, and I don't really have a pithy way of phrasing it, but my philosophy is just to approach the world with a kind and curious heart as much as possible. Battery charger on, what do you mean, battery what? Is that good? For me? Oh, sorry, whoops. What battery charger? Hang on, there's rectangles in the distance. Can't let you do that, Star Fox! Yeah, you could borrow dictionaries for free from the library. I mean, I get it though. I don't necessarily think it's a bizarre sentiment, because I can see how it might seem off-putting or intimidating. Like, you don't want to talk to someone who might make you feel stupid. I almost said Snoopy, who might make you feel Snoopy. But I guess it's like, well, I don't want to say it made me self-conscious about it. I've always been aware that I talk in a strange way that people have expressed to me they find off-putting or intimidating. But I don't do it as a flex, it's just me. I just talk like this. Ramming foxes. Okay, for real, let me try one more time. And then regardless of outcome, I will go to bed. Why am I so bad at adhering to this? Man, I really wish this dog could go faster or was more maneuverable. But my buttons are, I can do that. I can shoot, and then if I press B, I just quick turn. Like, I just immediately do that 180. I can't hold it gently just to do a slightly, like, sharper turn. It's just immediate 180. I guess that's how I get up there without injuring myself. Yeah, I guess that's what is, like, how they say things and not what they say. I guess it's a difficult thing to quantify, right? Yeah, like, when people use colorful words, yeah, that puts it in a better way than I was thinking. But yeah, like, using colorful words or words that I don't know, it doesn't feel intimidating. It's an opportunity to learn. I like to learn. And I like to mispronounce words completely by accident. Will I ever say palatable correctly? I just did, because I had to think about Andorra saying it in all caps, reminding me again, it's palatable, Maury, not palatable. Hang on, I lost track of the ring. There it is. But yeah, as soon as they start being condescending about it, then that's like, oh, you don't know. Well, it's not really a similar note, but I think about Deltarune, because I brought it up earlier, and my intent to go back and stream it. And slightly Undertale too, like, it's been a long time since I've streamed Undertale as well. But I feel like the voices I've done for all of those characters are baked into my brain. And particularly, I know for Deltarune, I'll never forget the Birdly voice, because that's exactly the voice that comes out when I'm doing the condescending nerd. Oh, I see. Well, it's a little more nasal than I typically do for Birdly, but when he's being maximum obnoxious, then that's got to be the voice. It's the only voice you can use, really. Can I maybe lead these dogs into the wrecking ball to get rid of them more expediently? But like, it's not very fast. It doesn't seem like it would be very good for this purpose. Like, as an obstacle in this stage, it feels very out of place. I do like that, like the noise they make when they crash and burn. That is very good. You know what had better controls than this? One of the mini games in Mario Party 3, where you are dogfighting in little paper airplanes. That, because you had homing missiles in that. What good are these bombs doing me? Well, maybe that helped. I'm not sure. Did you mispronounce Depeche Mode? How did you say it? I don't feel like that's not fair to laugh at someone. If you just read the name of the band, Depeche Mode, it's not obvious how you pronounce it. It was like when I mentioned the other stream about how, like, middle-aged white dads specifically can't say the word chorizo. I don't say that to make fun of the person. Like, I wouldn't laugh at, like, haha, this specific person can't say the word chorizo. It's not the person. It's the mispronunciation itself in a vacuum is what's funny. Can someone, like, append the mod to this game and just make it so that when your dog biplane crashes out, it explodes? Thank you. That's all I need. It's pronounced like Joe Pesci. Depeche Mode. Depeche. Well, again, like you don't, it's like me mispronouncing the word palatable because you don't hear it spoken out loud and it's not obvious how you're supposed to say it, right? The peach mode. That's my favorite dessert. Peach a la mode. That was a good minigame, right? I just want to play Mario Party 3 now. Mario Party 3 isn't on NSO, is it? I know the first Mario Party is. No, I think it is. Is it? Maybe. I gotta get people to play Mario Party with me, but I also need NSO to work better online. Anyway, you know what we should do before I end the stream? Oh my gosh. 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 Bear, 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 bear. Your vocab's changed since listening to lawyers all day. I think it's cool, honestly. You've probably learned some interesting and very specific terminology like that. Onion delivery? You know what? Like, I actually thought to myself, maybe before stream, I should play Onion, or rather before starting this, I should do one round of Onion delivery. And be like, hey, did you know UFO 50's on the Switch now? Where the heck is the bear? Why am I not getting the bear? Please! Please! I'm holding A. I'm getting this parade of animals. Where is the bear? Why am I not? I swear to you, the very first time I did this, and I held the A button on that screen, the bear appeared. Why would he show up? Is this like it's actually a 1 in 1,000 chance that the bear shows up, and the very first time you try, the bear shows up, and then never again? The bear's in the big blue house. Oh, please. It's like, I remember playing Yume Nikki forever ago. And Yume Nikki, if you're not familiar with it, there are many random little events in that game that can trigger. And I remember once I was playing Yume Nikki at like 1 in the morning. It was very late and dark. And I was walking through the white desert area, and then abruptly, a giant balloon with the face of a man on it comes out of the side of the screen, making this weird noise. There's no bear. I'm not getting the bear. The bear is my favorite cryptid. The bear is dead. Long live the bear. The dream is dead. Sorry, I lost my train of thought thinking about the bear. Brain, what was it? Bear, what was it? Okay, I remember it. The balloon going across the desert in Yume Nikki. And someone else I knew was also like playing through Yume Nikki around the same time frame as me. And I told them, yo, if you go in the desert and you go on this path and you walk to the right, this freaky giant balloon shows up. It startled me. And then they go walk in the desert. Like, Maury, what are you talking about? There's nothing. Like, no, I swear there was a balloon. They couldn't get it to trigger. Like, Maury, you sure you didn't just imagine at 1 in the morning? No. Oh, yo, it's the game's intro. Let's watch this. And then we'll go to bed. Newsflash, Space Station Silicon Valley is back after 1,000 years lost in space. Professor Cheese and a platoon of space marines, Mario and Luigi, are feared dead after their last transmission. That man is a bowling pin for a brain. It is suspected that animals have taken control of the space station. World President Mrs. Frank Bloke has sent in Dan Danger and Evo, heroes for hire. 200 creds, wow, a bargain. The fate of the world is in their hands. Sleep tight and good night. Now you've seen like Dan's business photo. Now you know why I speak of him so derisively and I want him to stay in that ship forever. The bear has stage fright. The bear went on stage once and got shy. Anyway, for real, it's been like almost it's been in fact an extra half hour exactly. Typical. I love streaming. So thank you everyone for joining me for more Space Station Silicon Valley. It was a treat to hang out with you all as always. Thank you for letting me yap and soliloquize. And more importantly, thank you for sharing your thoughts with me too. Even if I don't read it out loud or I don't see it right away, I often will go to the VOD and just read over chat because there's so many good messages. My chat is wonderful and thoughtful and very funny too. So I want you all to know I appreciate you very much. Even if you only chime in like once or twice just to say hi or bye at the end, I really appreciate it. I hope I can make you smile and laugh because the world can be a tough, cruel place and I want to push back against that, you know, with a little kindness, a little care. Anyway, stay safe, take care, stay healthy, have a good night. The bear is real 2401. Bye. Ciao.